So, last session taking we were trying to take a rest after
A nap.
all the shenanigans that happened. Yeah, trying to take a nap after like all the bullshit at the temple and meeting Zelda and hanging out with everyone and getting drunk. And Ashla was woken half asleep by Io in surprise, went on a fun date, and then after that, in obvious queer fashion, spent half the day trauma dumping at each other, and on a meta level, allowing Nano to drop some heavy lore. Uh, After which we figured out a way to go to Ankarel because uh, what's the guy at the Hand of Ord? Elvis?
Hmm? Sam.
Elvis.
I not Sim.
Oh,
What?
the guy who
No, no, no.
gave you the tablet.
Olive.
Olive.
Yeah, yeah. Olive. Yeah. Olive gave us teleportation tablets that we can use. And then after getting all of our stuff ready, we moved to Ankarel, where we found from the Hand of Ord that certain people have been missing or have not communicated that they're in absence, including Olive, which is very, very mysterious. We also found out that the Hand of Ord is fairly incompetent and is terrified of my boss and wants to make a really good, you know, uh, paint themselves in a good way, but they aren't essentially equipped to do a lot of their job. And also found that like a lot of my communications, which were missing and clogged up, so to speak, were all with the Hand of Ord mysteriously. And now we're in Ankara and trying to figure out what to do in our next steps, whether we find the places in the Bone Garden where initiation ritual for the uh, CBD or the Scarlet Revere is going to take place. And before that, we have to head back to the Library of the Cobalt Soul to talk to my boss and get our money. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Anything else to
Also,
add?
this reminds me. Oh yeah. Just a fraction of a thing. I don't even remember what Olive's actual name was. It was a mispronunciation on my part, which got caught up as, oh, their name is Olive, and I don't even remember what it was supposed to be.
Oh no.
Like I often mispronounce things, and it was one of them. And Elvis just went, "Oh, Olive," and I was like, "Yeah, sure. Let's move on from that." And here we are, totally not regretting that. Okay.
Thing is, I have a friend named Olive, so it just reminded me of them.
I think the name was supposed to be like Ali something, but yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Alito Olive. Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like supposed to be like a different combination of it, not specifically just Ali something. I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
You butchered his name
Alright.
so badly, he changed it.
Yeah, I mean, how if you have like a complicated name, someone just like shortens it for something, and you're like, you know what, dude, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. As you all exit the tower, which acts as the office of the Hand of Ord, in which you met the not so regal leader of the party, of the team, uh, uh, the uh, the massive Senator Iron Hand Sem. Figured out whatever you needed to know about the entire operation. As you were exiting the tower, even when you were descending, you realized the massive scale of the city. You saw it, and for most of you for the first time, but obviously not for Ashla, how big this city is, how it's established, how it's sort of like a tiered structure, essentially, to maintain a sort of like an easier water flow system for the entire city, where there's one walled off section, which is where you are at, which is the sort of like a noble and like rich people section. Then there is the market section, and then there is commoners section, and right smack down middle of it is the palace. Hold on. My notes are unfortunately not with me, so give me one more second. I can't find them. Because this time around, I unfortunately handwrote them because I'm a dumbass. Yeah. So as you went down, it's fine. I'll just spitball it. If you went down and you encountered the posh side of Onkarel, and this place is where most of the temples, most of the bureaucrats live, most of the people who have any sort of bureaucratic significance in the city, or perhaps not merchants, but more like mercantile people who have dealings with the government, people who have involvement in the day-to-day lives of people. This is where they live, and this place reflects it. The streets are clean as shit. You don't see anyone who would be, less than ideal roaming around in these streets. You won't see any quote unquote poor people, even though you have heard of the stories that Onkarel is one of the only places on the entire planet where there are no homeless people. The city is an example of how social structure can benefit people, and bureaucracy can be tamed in a certain way which prevents corruption. As you go down, come out of the exit door, you look to your left, and there's a guy who has just started to stare at you. You have piqued their interest. You look down and you see they are carrying a bucket full of what seems to be liquid ink. They walk up to you without breaking eye contact, do certain hand motions, and you notice how there's a notice board right next to you on the walls of the office, which start to get erased by their hand motions. And then they dip their hand into the paint bucket. And while you're trying to understand what they're doing, immediately you hear a whoosh sound from right above you. And you notice this tower, which is connected to the walls of Onkarel, which are like massive structures which encompass the entire city, also have a metallic rail which runs alongside it. And one of the monorails, which run exclusively in this part of the entire Exandria, have just whooshed past you at incredible speeds. You marvel at it and you look back, and in this whole duration, this guy has, while still keeping an eye on you, has painted out all of the statistics and everything that the notice board requires and already moved on to another place. It contains a bunch of notices, a bunch of information. If you want to glean at it, you can. Yeah, that's basically what. Yeah. Moving on, you notice a couple of soldiers who are coming down towards this place, accompanying, or more like forcibly accompanying a couple of people, 4 people to be exact. 2 of them look dressed more like a bride and groom pair, and 2 of them seem to be pretty much related to them because they're all dressed extremely regally. They are in handcuffs and they're being dragged into the tower. Anyone would like to do anything? This would be your time.
Who are
Look
these
to
people?
Elvis. Go on, RP.
Like, who are these people, DM? Like, do we recognize anyone?
No, not at all.
Okay.
These are random people. They don't look. Actually, I misspoke. they don't look to be in wedding costumes, but they do look pretty well dressed. It seems like they are coming from some sort of a party, some sort of a ritual, or some sort of party.
Elvis would approach the
Okay,
guards
and
and
they are
ask what's going on.
sorry.
I said Elvis would approach the guards and ask what's going on over here.
Okay, Api, what are you trying to do?
I want to know who, like, are they in handcuffs? The party people.
The two people who you notice seem to be a quote unquote the bride and groom kind of pair, which but they seem the most overdressed for this entire place. They are in handcuffs. The other people are being dragged along, but they don't seem to be in handcuffs. As you look closely, you notice that the person who is one of the people is also pregnant.
One of the four
Oh.
people. Okay.
Yeah.
What happens when I approach
Elvis, you
them?
approach the guards, and one of them just looks up to you, doesn't recognize you, and starts to, like just walk past you before you stop them and tell them that yeah, you're part of the order. You have a certain amount of authority in this place. But that doesn't seem to sway them till they notice that
Ashla.
yeah, essentially one of the biggest people in the town are accompanying
Okay,
you
man.
all. So they stop and they're just like, these these people were well, they were at a function without a license. They're to be taken to Iron Handsome for evaluation and then punishment, of course. As you all
What type of
must.
function is this? Could you explain yourself? Because this is truly a bizarre and I would say this feels a bit too severe just from what I can see. So could you give us a little more information on like what function is this
The
without a
nature of
license
the
or like
function, yeah.
The person who's visibly pregnant starts to address you because they recognize that you're, a person of authority.
My God.
We didn't mean to cause any harm. We were just having a function. We were just having a party. We didn't know that we need licenses for it. We were just celebrating the coming of my baby. We were just hoping to, have some fun with our family members, and they just arrested us. The one of the soldiers looks at them visibly sort of like in disbelief that this bitch is just lying like that in front of like a senior and tells you no, that's not it. They were found contaminating water, as you know it's punishable by it's a very severe crime.
Insight
God.
check
Was this a
on
gender reveal
the
party? Where
Gender, yeah. That's how I was going with as well. I just
How did
asked.
you know? Yes, we were just celebrating the coming of a baby, so we didn't know that we require permission to color the water fountains. We just
fucking hell.
A public fountain? You colored a public fountain?
not not the public drinking fountain, one of the aquifers.
Off
Yeah,
with the
still,
heads.
children still
The
use that. Like,
the soldier who has been like totally in disbelief just tells you that aquifer feeds like 160 something families. So
oh my god!
Yeah, kill them all. It's
I,
fine.
I look at Ashla, I look at fucking everyone and just say, natural selection is not doing its job these days.
Brutal.
that's not how it works. I'm sorry. Should we take them to Aaron Handsome with your permission, of course?
Yeah, just be a bit lenient with them. I mean, considering that one of them is like heavily pregnant, but honestly, you all should. This was. Okay, I
As
just
you
got into
well
town.
know, the laws of
Not my
Ankara
circus,
are
not my monkeys.
totally
Not my circus.
inflexible about this. This crime is punishable by either expulsion, which is technically just death, or
Um,
actual death. So yeah, these
could you
unfortunately
just
these four
have
are
them
done for.
do? Could you just have them do public service or like community service or like cleaning up the aquifer or something like that? I'm sure, considering
Yeah.
extraneous
Hey,
circumstances, like the
Mm,
fact that one of them is pregnant, some leniency. I'm sure you can tell. Uh,
it's not in my hands, and
I
yeah,
also
yeah. Tell,
I
tell your
look
as
at
boss.
him
you
and
very
say,
give me one second, Liz. I'm so
"Go
sorry.
on, go
Yeah.
on."
As you well know, by the way, you would know, laws of Ankara are probably the harshest you have ever experienced. Initially, obviously, you were born and brought up here, so it's not, the frame of reference was not there for you to understand that these are harsh laws. You just understood them as required for survival, and there's just stuff. And then you realized everywhere else is extremely, extremely lax. When you read about their constitutions and stuff, this place is, it's a straight up eye for an eye kind of thing. If you steal something, your hand must be chopped off. That kind of place.
yeah, make the pregnant lady work.
What are you saying, Elvis?
I look at the four people who are getting dragged. Whose idea was
Mhm.
this? Who thought of this? Why did you all follow them? Like, and what universe
One
was
of
this?
the other people just like lifts up their hand. She's like, I am the sister. It was my idea. I didn't know that it was. I didn't know it was. I don't.
Elvis just face palms to anyone and says, Ashla, I don't think we can do much for them except like maybe I look at the guards and says, just say that Ashla sent a word that
Yeah, just tell them. Yeah,
be a
go ahead,
little
Elvis.
lenient on them. Maybe don't kill them. If you're going to expel them, that's really better for them. Elvis looks at the four people saying, you all need to sort your things out. I highly doubt you can stay in Ankara anymore. I would recommend you go
Our
to.
entire life is here. Where will we go?
Would you rather be dead?
What do you
Okay,
think?
we can request from our part for leniency, but we don't know to what extent that will be offered. You can tell your boss that Ashla of the Order of the Cobalt Soul
Ma'am,
requests for leniency,
please understand.
but
This will come down to both you and us. These people, whatever they did, it doesn't matter. Right now, it doesn't matter.
no.
The for decades, people will be getting flakes of paint in their drinking water, telling them
Fuck.
that this was a boy.
Elvis, wait,
Oh,
hold on. Elvis goes over to Zeta and asks, "Can you purify the water?"
I think,
It's
Zelda, can you
magical
do that?
ink. It was.
Oh.
Beautiful.
Purify food and water. It might work.
If it was just contamination, we would have done what we do. It would have been gone within the regular filters. But they directly put the containers into the spring, into the groundwater springs.
Elvis
Fortunately, it
again.
only flowed out into this section and not like other sections as well.
Elvis again looks at Ashla and Zeta and says, "Can you purify it in some form? Like maybe you can try."
I have the as a water genasi. I have a shape water cantrip and like control water. Like I have things like that create water, control water, shape water. Is there any amount of mitigation of the damage I can do?
For a house, perhaps if you're like feeling powerful that
Mhm.
day because it's a
Yeah.
cantrip.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
160 houses,
60 families. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
for
I
entire
meant like
aquifer, for the
how much I
underground
say.
water stuff, the
Oh
pipes.
God.
I
Oh.
significantly doubt it. I
Okay.
sincerely doubt.
And
Sorry,
are
not
these
significant.
I was hoping
are these
Zeta
people
and
human?
Ashla can just purify it with magic or some way.
Yeah, three of them are human. One of them is what's it called? What is Io? Sorry, I forgot.
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Tiefling. Yeah, one of them is a tiefling.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how much we
Wait,
can
who's the
do to
tiefling?
mitigate
Which one is
this.
the tiefling?
The guy who hasn't spoken yet.
Ah, okay.
I mean, also this is not like very high on the list of like
Right.
problematic things, but like
Oh, no, you're
the gender
mistaken.
binary is like really outdated and like
Contamination, contaminating water is the topmost
Quite
crime.
high.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, the gender binary. Yes, yeah, fair.
yeah. Okay, I
Not
don't know. I
something
don't.
we punish people for so far.
No, I definitely think people should be punished for upholding a binary.
I'll put in a
But like,
word about it if you
no, no,
insist.
no,
Oh,
no,
okay.
no.
Nice. Beautiful.
I
like it.
Making
This
it
is
worse.
going all over the place here. This is good. This is fantastic.
Okay,
And add it to
I just
the list of crimes if you must.
no, no, no. I think we should just like keep that between ourselves.
Elvis looks at Ashla and
I
says,
just
"No, that's not helping, man."
yeah, I know. I just point it like I just like talk as quietly as I can just at our group, which is still nameless. Uh,
Hey, whoa.
I
We picked two names.
yeah, but we haven't decided.
The Scooby Gang.
That's for the rest of the
Could
people.
be guys. Okay. Guys, I really don't think I can do anything here. This really breaks my heart, but like, I don't think I can do anything here. If any of you have any
Just
suggestions,
there's only one thing that I can think of that can help. You guys heard of Chandal? Look directly at the four people and just talk to them.
Chandal is a part of Onkaral administration. They won't be allowed there.
Fucking hell. I thought it was a different
Kick
city.
them out.
No, it's in the literally in the same it's considered one city, but it's more like a district kind of thing. So yeah,
Ah,
it's all under the same administration.
fuck. Well, tip.
Okay.
And look at Ashla and just goes, we've done all we can. There's still the Ironhead Sim that Ashla said to be a little lenient, not kill them, maybe, hopefully.
I
The
can't
rest
hear you,
is-
bro.
The fuck? What's
You'll
happening?
have to increase the volume.
It's at max. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, no.
Everything is maxed out.
Hold on, let me see if I can do my input a little bit higher. Voice. Input volume is at max. Fucking hell.
Okay, wait. Now it's better. I increased it more on my side through amplifiers and shit like that. If I go deaf, I'll send you the hospital bill.
Oh no. Okay. I don't think you guys can do anything here, so I'll move on if that's okay.
Before we leave, I'm just gonna walk up to the sister and just look her right in the face and be like, maybe next time you'll think twice before being an absolute fucking moron. And I'm gonna cast vicious mockery on her.
What?
Fuck.
What?
Right in front of the quote unquote police
They
on people who
My
are
brother in
captured.
Bowen, what are you doing?
I'm just confirming.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Cruel and unusual punishment is a new
What
name.
the hell, Sorren?
They're
They're
in
already
chains.
dying.
I'm just confirming you're doing this in front of people of authority after knowing that the city is like one of the most strictest laws in the entire continent or even the
Do
planet.
it.
Steve wants to play a
Do it,
new
bro.
character, that's what it is.
no,
Do it.
I'm
Let's go.
I'm gonna keep the words the same, but I won't cast vicious
Okay.
mockery.
All right, I'll let you do 1 point of
do
damage.
it.
That's fine. Without
What?
getting into
Damn
trouble,
it.
like just muttering the words under breath. As you
Do
do
it,
that,
do it.
Sassy, you see someone walk up, and immediately you notice that everyone around them has like stopped what they were doing and they're staring at them. It's a rather tall man with sort of David Tennant spiked hair, a shawl on top of their white cloak, and pretty much like dust-colored pants and boots, walking up to you in a rather regal posture. It looks as if this person is either the most arrogant bastard in the entire town, or extremely sure of what they are or what they're not.
Is it
This
Ashla?
is Jamil Alithya.
Oh, damn.
Walks up to you, all of you, looks at the pregnant woman, says, it is said that memory does not form in a child until they pass their earliest years. But this has never been true for me. And I wonder if it is true for this little one. We wouldn't want ourselves to become the target of their vengeance, would we? Gives a bright smile to one of the soldiers and just gives a nod. These three will be punished to the letter of the law, but this one should be put to work. Perhaps in the temple, if that's suitable, until the time that they actually give birth to their child, and after that we'll decide again. Now with the matter settled, hello, welcome back, Ashla.
Oh, hi, Jamil. How are you doing?
I see
You
you've
look
been
good.
getting busy.
What do you mean by getting
What?
busy? What do you know? What do you mean by getting busy?
This is amazing.
Well, dealing with people,
Were you
inquiring about
scrying?
stuff.
Oh, okay. You mean that
Oh,
way? Okay. Yeah.
no, not. But
Oh,
yes, I
fuck.
did cry on you. I suppose the intervention against that fiend was welcomed.
It
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very much.
But you
Thank
just
you for
cried
that.
once, right? You didn't cry after that because, like, if you
Oh
saw
no, of
anything, like,
course not.
oh, okay, cool.
The secrets are safe with me either way, anyway. Anyway,
Uh,
writes down something in one of the notebooks that they're carrying, which you are pretty familiar with. These notebooks are less of just a scratch pad. It's actually a scratch pad, but it's also a means of communication between different centers of communication, centers of the Cobalt Soul as well. Puts down the pen and hands it to you. I have stuff, of course, for you to do. But before that, I would like to welcome you all to our town, and gives you all a bow.
Okay, so
Elvis would bow bending
uh,
down.
Sorren is just dumbfounded at this whatever, and immediately just. Did you just imply that you remember what it was like? What?
Actually, yeah, I do. Believe it or
Huh.
not, I often dream about it. Even it's that's the only time when knew my mother. She passed right when I was a child. But it's not a sad memory, if you understand.
do you want to talk about this on the street, or should we go? Should we like go somewhere more
I
private?
would not like to talk about it at all. Let's go.
Okay, okay. Then let's. Shall we? Jamil, can we just like go to your
Of course.
not your quarters, your whatever
Office.
war room or something?
Of
I
course.
mean, if
Follow
you're
me.
taking us to your quarters, I'm down.
Because I can't be bothered to make a token. Until
Oh,
then.
okay. I was like,
Yeah, don't worry.
okay.
No, he's not that tall.
Oh, he's big.
Although he does come to the
Oh
notice
my
board and
god.
notices like a couple of things. then just like fixes some of the statistics and then notes stuff down after taking the diary from you again, and then gives it back to you.
Oh yeah, about the notice board. I want to look at
Mhm.
it. If anything mentioning missing people like Olive and
Mm.
such.
Missing people. This is not the quest board. This is more like a public information kind
board.
of
Nah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still,
So
like,
this
if any information
has.
about missing people,
Is there any information about these
Uh,
nuts?
Uh-huh.
fuck off.
Nope. These is on your shoulders.
Oh, good boy.
Mm, okay. Let me check. What do you have? There's one about just the current weather, the air quality index, the temperature, humidity, all in one kind of like a thing. One provides like recent updates and notifications to the public from the government about whatever sort of like a gazette, just a public
Okay.
information. Okay, this is happening in the city. One is just a counter, just a running counter. It says it has been 861 days since the last violent crime in this sector. Your city thanks you.
Sorren was gonna fucking ruin that.
Yeah,
So
he was
gonna-
gonna break the streak. I was ready to wipe that
Man.
shit. That would have been
I
funny when he
was-
does that, and the guy is like, comes back with the bucket, deadpan
You should
looking
have-
at you,
yeah,
wiping it down and
fuck.
writing.
I think
I
we
would have been
should.
so happy. It would have been so
Our-
funny.
No, the minute
Our party should have a counter which is like 0 days since a fireball
We fucked
related mishap. or
excuse
something.
me,
Yeah.
the last time I used a fireball in this campaign was during a dream. Okay, so
You think
I'm
that
just
was a
saying.
dream?
Yeah, that
a
was-
My
theory.
God. Are you still about the dream? It was a fucking dream.
yes, it was. I know. That's what I'm saying. That is
Okay,
the only time I've used a
the-
fireball in this campaign.
The other stuff
Doesn't
is
count.
updated schedule for water supply and ration timings and quantities. And the fifth one is a sandstorm warning. And it asks people to not exit the city during certain hours, and informs that the dome will protect them. And Ashla, other people don't know about this, but you know that the city is also protected by a very faint force field which prevents
Oh, I don't like that.
most of the atmosphere issues which can harm people. But it does let like air go in, go out, rain go in, go out, even sand actually. But during times of crisis, it can be shut down.
I do not like that at all.
It's called the Fey Dome. I'm kidding. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so
Jimmy
about
looks
that
at
notice
it.
board, really quick, would the rest of us also notice that, or is Elvis the only one looking at it? How are we doing it?
I'll let anyone read it. That's fine.
Okay, I'm just gonna poke Endath on the side and be like, okay, so
And
you
that?
know, fuck shit. Oh my god,
And that's
that's the
dead.
first time I've done that.
And that's
poke-
dead.
Poke VR on the side and just be like,
Uh,
so we know what we have to do before we leave here, right?
vandalize the board.
No, I pointed at the 861 and I was like, this has to go back to 0, right?
No problems.
Okay, perfect.
I'm pretty sure we'll get it done within the next 2 hours.
Let's go.
Wow. Okay.
DM, any
Mhm.
any wanted posters on the board?
This is not the adventure
won't
jobs
be
board
here.
that was inside. You guys didn't look at it. If you want to, I'll let you go back in and look.
I think the
I'll
one
go back in
one
and I'll
thing
look.
is back
the
in
quest board outside of the Cobalt Soul will probably have more better stuff, I'm assuming, instead of this second-hand place.
Cobalt Sword doesn't have quest board. The library.
Second-hand place.
Oh,
They have
Interesting.
bureaucrats.
Yeah, we have a list of people who haven't returned books, like overdue.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah. They that probably do. You probably have like in what's it called? In institution trained mercenaries and assassins to recover books. See, the motto of like the unofficial motto, it's sort of like a joke. Of the library part of the Cobalt Soul is that every book shall be returned, even if it with a little blood.
Huh.
Nice.
Fucking hell.
Do I have some time to like talk to our party like before we go somewhere with Jamil?
Jamil can wait.
Okay, okay. Like I just want
Tell
to
him to
like
wait.
bring them aside and give them like a just kind of like a cautionary kind of like a speech of like
In that case, I'll go
yeah.
meet Iron Handsome and be back in 5.
Okay. Oh, okay, Jamil. Yeah, yeah. I just shall we meet here or shall we meet at the order? We'll meet at the temple.
Okay. Whatever
While
suits you.
Jamil is walking away, Elvis would call him and say, while you're meeting Iron Sim, so he did mention that he wanted to talk to you about missing reports and stuff. You might want to look into that.
Missing reports. All right.
Yes.
I'll check it out.
Elvis looks at her party members. That's the only way I can make that fucking cow work. Okay.
Cow.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a
Poor guy.
Elvis lost all
Would have made
respect
more
for
sense
him.
if it was a furball, but okay, go ahead.
He's a minotaur.
That would have
Fuck,
been
fuck.
extremely racist, but sure.
Oh, I forgot he was a minotaur.
He's only semi-racist.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
Elvis is only
Oh, no.
semi-racist. Not
I completely forgot it was a minotaur.
She just got a centaur-looking guy like 3 sentences ago.
All right. Let's move on before
Anyway.
we push
may
the foot
move.
any further into our mouth.
Oh, wait. I'd like to go and see the wanted posters inside. You
Okay.
mentioned.
Yeah, I'll tell you later on. It's fine. Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
retroactively, I want to go. Before leaving, I would have liked to get my salary, whatever I'm getting from these people. No, I'm not. I haven't been
Sure,
paid in a
sure,
long
sure.
time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Take all those last 3 months back pay. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah, Ashla, you're trying to talk to these people before
Yeah.
Everyone
everyone
reacted.
just like ran
We
off.
can do that after Void comes back.
No, we
I'm
were
gonna let you
together in that.
multitask. It's fine. Continue.
Okay.
It's okay. Tell.
Okay, guys. I know this will come as a surprise to you because I'm so chill and nonchalant and like very, very like on the go, and I know I'm just so laid back, but this town is like very
Wait,
uptight
hold up.
and like
Is Box back? Box was
Oh.
out.
I think I heard Box.
Box, are you there?
Hi.
Ah,
Hi.
okay.
Yeah, she's here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so anyway, like I know I'm like so spontaneous and chill and laid back and like really, 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 nonchalant about things, but like this town is like very, very uptight. And I think we should be a lot more careful about like being chaotic here, considering that like there is only so much. You saw how they regarded me, and even after that, there was close to nothing I can do to help someone. And so I think we should be a bit careful before we, hypothetically pull out a wand of fireballs.
Everyone gives Sorren the side eye.
You fuckers.
I-
No, wait. You fuckers.
Go on.
No, I'm trying to remember, but none of you fuckers actually know I have a wand of fireball. I have never used it in front of Ashla or Elvis.
No, you have
You
used it in the
spoke-
dream part, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no. Also, during the fight, you said I can
You were about to cast
fireball
fireball.
oh
all
yeah,
of.
fair.
Yeah,
Fair. Never
you said
mind.
everyone.
Never mind then.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
mind.
this is the second session, bro.
Fucking
Yeah.
-1
I don't know.
intelligence,
Yeah,
which
is it?
I have +2 intelligence.
don't
Fuck
know.
you.
Sorren has. You don't.
Okay, fair. Okay, I'll give you that. No, that's
that
fair.
was
Wow.
that
Sick
was
burn.
oof. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. It was
I
it's true.
unsheath my sword,
Oh.
swing
Here
it
you go.
around, and say, "So you mean no, not that? Come on, Nano, not you."
I don't say anything. What do you mean?
It was me, dumbass.
Oh no! Anyways, I swing it around and I tell Ashla, "Oh, so you say we shouldn't do this?"
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my wand
Yeah,
and be like, "You're saying I shouldn't
we
use
should be
this?"
Jesus.
a bit careful would be good. You know, like
One of the soldiers
Okay.
just like walks to you, gives you like a very firm but compassionate, like, don't do that, buddy, don't do that.
yeah.
To whom? To
Hi.
me?
To both of you.
I'm just gonna
Look at
wave
him
at him
back with
while holding the
mask.
wand in my hand.
Don't do
Okay,
that,
so
buddy.
I'm sure I'll be fine, but you two specifically, Xavthan, you two specifically,
Take a bite. Hello.
pretend
Who's that?
like you're in front
Okay.
of a
Rebite is
king,
here.
and you have to behave so well.
A king?
Yeah. I think the problem is that Sorren would behave horribly, especially in front of a king.
Oh yeah, definitely. Fuck the monarchy or whatever.
I bow
Yeah,
to
but-
no one.
Okay, whatever you
Except
respect.
with these.
No, fuck you.
pretend- Oh my lord.
How about you respect this?
I'm gonna
Oh, my
start
lord.
stabbing
Why
him.
the bad guy?
I'm
I
trying
love
to
it.
swing my sword to stab
He's
the
gonna fly
bird.
away.
He's just
Guys, we
hovering
can't
10
keep
feet
doing
above
this.
you.
I
Elvis goes
take out
on,
my
and
crossbow.
just bonks
Fucker.
both of them on their head. They said, "Fucking children, man, just get your act together."
Ashla
Xavthan
just
is
like
gone.
turns to Zelda. Ashla just turns to Zelda and is like, can you believe that I'm the youngest one in this whole thing and I'm supposed to be holding this together?
How
Okay,
about you hold these?
At this point, with them behaving wrong, I'm gonna grab Sorren and just lift him over my shoulder and be like, "Shut the fuck up. We're going."
Okay. I'm totally not turned on by this.
wonder-
Okay.
You misbehave.
I get to
Wrong
spank
guy.
me if I misbehave.
I don't care. You're both misbehaving.
I can't believe.
Sorren's
Sorren.
if Sassy wasn't laughing, I'm pretty sure Sorren would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna get punished."
He said like 3 different lines when he's being
Yeah.
picked up. The only problem is you can't hear him because of the laughter.
Exactly.
Fuck, my stomach hurts.
Damn. Sassy's gone.
He's lost it.
Damn.
Oh,
She'll take like 2 days to.
what do we have here? What's happening?
Whoa. Hello.
Um,
Whoa.
I was just briefing them about what life is like in Ankarel and, that we should be mindful of our spaces and
No, I'm talking
act
about
accordingly.
the on the shoulder scenario. What there was going on over here.
He was acting like a
Oh,
child, so he's
that,
getting treated
that
like a
is,
child.
He
that
was acting
is,
like a child, so he's gonna be picked up like a child. Let's
yeah,
move on.
That is our
He gives a
deterrence
chuckle.
strategy.
Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, I know I'm not in the most flattering position right now, but if you ever want to go out on a date, and he does the finger guns at what's his face?
Elvis
The
casts her
Just
mage hand
look
and
at what's
just
his face.
plugs his face.
I'm still doing the
Cast
finger
a
guns.
mage hand for that.
You're asking somebody out without knowing their name and you called him what's his face?
Not to his face. That was
to his
face.
that was Sassy talking, not Sorren.
Right.
Jyoti.
Yeah.
Warren
Jamil.
just did the finger guns and then the whole winking thing.
Yeah, then
He
he
just
got face
laughed.
palmed.
He just like laughs and sort of like starts moving while shaking his head. Come
Is that a
on
yes?
now.
Or Yeah,
Who
never mind.
knows? Maybe you get lucky.
Oh,
okay, holy shit. Okay.
Hey, stop cock blocking Ashla, man. Fuck yeah,
Hey,
fuck
she
off.
already has someone.
She has someone.
She can have
I
more.
never said I was monogamous.
Have you had that
You will
discussion
have
with,
one and
with your
that's enough.
girlfriend?
You know what? I think we'll open that next time. We'll talk about that next time. Cool. But yeah, fine. Since we've not had that discussion, I'll I'll refrain myself until then. So Sorren, you can get rejected by all of them.
That's a sick burn.
All right.
He's still on. Is he still on Zelda's shoulder?
Yeah, he's
I guess
so,
it's
Soren's
I'm
just
not letting go.
yeah, he's reached
Yeah.
into his backpack, pulled out his lyre, and he's just playing along while this is happening.
Wow. Okay.
Giving soundtrack
Surely.
to your own roasting session.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. At this point, you all notice a bunch of different people just standing there looking at all of you. Some of them apprehensively trying to approach Jamil and Ashla. They seem to have some sort of like a green colored slip in their hands. One of the children gathers up the courage and runs to Ashla and gives you a green slip. Upon which is Ashla, you're familiar with this, with these. Upon which is their request or their desires or their problems or their sort of like cries for help or whatever written on there in some sort of handwriting, just hoping that one of the people who have more control in this society compared to them will be able to help them.
Oh, thank you. What's your name, little one?
Starts to run away, just says, Ali.
Okay, Ali. Bye.
I go up to
Alright.
Ashla and ask, just how rich are you?
I don't exactly know. Mostly because
Jesus.
my parents would we wouldn't talk about money at home. It's kind of like gauche, and also my parents have been missing for 10 years now, so I don't have like a lot
You're
of
still
idea.
looking.
Yeah. Thanks, Jamil. That's
Okay,
reassuring.
so
But
filthy
yeah,
rich. Got it. Okay. You have like a
Yeah.
house, a mansion.
I wouldn't say mansion. What is a
Bungalow then.
mansion?
I guess
Wait, no.
Okay.
So you're saying
a
you've had
non-binary
you're,
shun.
Nice.
Hmm.
You have a girl, Shin.
no, you're saying you have all of this fucking money, and the only place you could find for us to live in Chandal was a torn down, broken out dump that we had to manually fix.
Bought it for you. It's property.
She bought property, bro. Landowner.
Yeah,
He bought it
that's like-
for you. Yeah.
that's like prime. That's like a developing area where like a lot of things are coming up. There was a bakery
real
next
estate.
door, and
Also,
like
it has character.
You guys had your own well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I take like I stay back after hearing all of this. I stay back like 5 feet behind the entire group,
Okay.
just contemplating how fucking filthy rich. Seems like
Also-
most of these people are.
What do you mean most of these people are?
What do you mean most of
It
them?
seems
Bro,
like it.
I
It
am broke
seems
as
like
fuck.
it. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like you were broke as fuck. That's what Void
Who's-
feels, at least.
Xavthan borrowed money from me to send.
Yeah, I'm not
Sending
saying
food
any
to
of
her.
this. I'm telling you
Okay.
what Void is
Fair,
feeling.
fair, fair.
It doesn't mean it's reality. Relax, guys.
Who does Void think is rich as fuck? Except
You know
Ashla.
what?
Like,
Making Vignesh's character the most filthy rich person was the best thing I've done in this campaign. It's lovely
Yeah.
to see the conflict.
Yeah.
I was also like it's really making my story so much more fun knowing that she's like a
Mhm.
nepo baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either ways.
Care for a tour?
Yeah, I step back.
Jamil just starts to call out to all of you.
Yeah, sure. My friends are all new to Ankara, so I mean, apart from Elvis, of course. And yeah, they would love a tour, Jamil. Thanks.
Puts out their hand, asking for the tablet once again. Takes it, starts to read from it. Well, you are in Ankara. Population 2,93,500, predominantly orcs, elves, humans, of course. Leader Jamon Saord. Very recluse person here. Can you believe it? Even I haven't met them in 8 months or so.
That doesn't
It's
sound
wild.
right.
Listen, for outsiders, one of the most important things for you to understand is there's two laws. One is water is one of the most important resource in this place, and two is, well, the laws. Respect the constitution, respect the people, no violent crimes. It's a hard line, you know. Even civil. Well, I don't like to do that, but you know, even civil offenses like theft, etc., are punishable by with extreme amounts of violence. It is what it is. If I don't mind whatever religion you hold, but if you pray to closes the distance from you all, just like stays back a bit, then starts to speak slowly, softly. If you pray to a betrayer god, that's your business, but do not tell me or any government official about it, and don't express it, essentially, while you're here. Neighborhoods, there's a bunch of places. I hope that you have seen. Have you gotten the monorail tour yet? Any of
No,
you?
we just saw one. They just saw one walk past by.
Yeah.
That's it.
Lovely.
Yeah, I mean, like we
That's
came here through teleportation tablets, so
oh,
it didn't
of
give
course.
the welcome tour.
Yeah. Those are honestly the only thing which I'm like slightly proud of. You know, introducing monorails to the city. There's different neighborhoods in this place. Illuvium District, the Circlet Walk, Gilded District, where we are. Rage River District, Sand Herald, Sigil, Sankat Bazaar. I can check them out after settling in. Come on. And then starts to walk for like a bit more. And you guys see how the terrain sort of like changes into a slightly more lush place, like a bit more trees. When you reach a place where most of the temples are. Gilded District contains most of the houses of worship. Almost all prime deities are represented here, and one of them, obviously, is the Onkarel's department. What's it called? The Onkarel's head office for the Library of Cobalt Soul.
I know.
It's called the Temple of Mentor. It is a temple to Ion, and is also the headquarters for the Cobalt Soul. And it's a massive ceramic mosaic covering almost the entire front of the building. Three eyes, which you have seen on certain items which Ashla probably would have been carrying, and also must have seen some sort of iconography in other places. You were saying something, Elvis.
Yeah. On my way here, Elvis wants to keep a lookout for the Ether Child if she catches a glimpse of them again.
I'm sorry. Look out for.
The Ether
Ether
Child.
child.
Oh, okay. Make me a perception check.
Okay.
PM,
guide muscle
I
for
would
this?
also like to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Both of you.
I would like to check if there are shady people. I'm not going to look for the Ether
Okay.
girl specifically, but anyone shady spying on us or looking at us weird in
Okay.
Fuck 14.
Bro.
40.
Oh my god, that sucks.
How are we getting the same rolls? What the fuck is going on?
That's interesting. Okay. You don't see any sign of the evil child. And as far as the bad guys, one thing that you notice is the Temple of Mentor seems to be not surrounded, but like a section of it seems to be cordoned off for people who are protesting. And as you notice them, Jamil looks at you and just tells you, the assholes from Tower of Memory. These people call themselves the Sentinels of Memory. They protest all the advancements that we do. They hope to preserve, quote unquote, the culture of the place. Yeah, just socially conservative people. Can't do much. Zealots. And you see there's a specific person who seems to be looking directly at Jamil and giving them an extremely rude gesture. And Jamil just like smiles at them and then just almost like a playful way also gives them the finger as you guys move into the Tower of Memory. The Temple of Mentor.
So, what you're saying is people have the right to protest. It's not a dictatorship state.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Of course.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't you?
I just thought, with all the strict rules and shit, that it's just this is the way it is. Is there like a public forum where people can protest the rules, or
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Mr. Checks his notes. Sorren.
Yep.
I'm sure this might be a bit unconventional for you. Onkaral is not a democracy, but most of the civil servants here are elected, and the power that we do get is from the crown. However, obviously, there's no election for the crown, but there's no rules again. It's not sacrilege to speak out against the people of the government or even the crown. You can insult Jamon Sword and get away with it. It would most likely get you orchestrate. The people around you will shun you for it because it's really not that great of a argument here. But it's allowed. It's legal, and a lot of people do it, as you have seen just now.
Interesting. That's good to know. I think.
Mm-hmm. As you walk in, you see why it's called a library, because the entire inside of this temple is covered with books. Different shapes and sizes of scrolls and tombs and catalogs of tombs and periodicals. They're all available for public inspection. A lot of people are coming in. There's also a certain section of the inside of this place which is occupied by a lot of people who are similarly holding that green slip, looking at Jamil, just like extending their hand, hoping that this person will notice them. Jamil looks at Ashla, instructs you to can please handle that. The entire place is lit by lanterns which are constantly aflame. It's definitely magical in nature. There's 3 stories to the building, from what you can tell. Certain sections seem to be locked, and you can see through the windows that they also contain different books, and one of them is an office. And certain sections seem to be residential. And he takes you to the first floor. Let me see if I have a map for it. I probably do.
While we are walking there, I want to ask some questions. As we walk, I want to talk with Ashla first. Ashla, I asked Ashla, remember that phrase in a certain language that I showed you all those weeks ago?
Repay to the land?
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Yeah,
Yes,
share
that's
with us
funny.
also.
Yeah, sorry.
Share the class.
I was mid bite while you
That's
pointed
so
out.
funny.
I asked, maybe we should ask Zamil about that. Maybe they would know better about the language and a better translation of it.
Yeah, if not Jamil, there are a lot of archivists here as well with like specializations. So maybe somebody with like
Yeah,
a
first we need to figure out
linguistics
what
or like
language it is actually.
yeah, because I was able to vaguely identify what roots it has, but like it's not a language that I know, and so it's like very hard for me. But yeah, we can ask. So I was thinking there are like a few things that we still need to research on. One is this for you. The other is some research that we have to do for Xavthan, uh, relating to things that he wants. And yeah, I think we can have a fun library day, like all of us just in the library
I love it.
researching. But yeah, let's just finish our tasks and figure out like where we can stay and like our accommodations and things like that, and then we can have a fun library date for all of us.
Sounds like a good idea, but maybe ask Jamil first before going on a
Yeah,
wild
yeah,
goose chase.
yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Saying that I had to walk with me up to Jamil, and I asked him,
Mhm.
"Do you mind looking at this notebook over here? We have this quote that Ashla and I have been trying to decipher for some time, but we don't really know what language it is in. Ashla has been vaguely able to translate it.
He just looks at it, almost like glances at it, and goes, as much as I love research, I do have a um, wash and meal before research policy. I think you guys should all rest up. I'll look at it. Don't worry. Doesn't seem to be a lot. Doesn't seem to be that complicated. I think I can refer to certain books and figure out what it means.
I hope
God,
you.
he's so hot.
We have two of them now. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So the people I think who were carrying green slips would all hand them to Ashla and
Ashla,
then walk
yeah.
out. There are like a couple dozen of them.
Hmm. Oof.
Fucking hell.
You see an elderly woman with a bob cut hair, silver grayish, uh, slightly slouched posture, but from the looks of it, you can tell that she can probably lift a lot more than you guys can. Like strength wise. Looks pretty lanky, but still, you can just tell that, like, she does have the strength to manage certain things. But also, the stack of books that she's carrying is not small. Puts it down, greets you. Welcome back, Ashla. I see you have brought friends. This is Mr. Kaplan, Mrs. Kaplan, but she goes by Mr. Kaplan.
Oh my god.
Her choice.
Oh,
Sassy, yeah, you have watched it, right?
Yes. Oh my god, I
Yeah.
recognize the name immediately. Yes, okay.
yeah,
she.
same.
Okay, yeah. Imagine the same look. Okay, and just walks up to you and grabs the chits from you. I'll take care of this. And I've also been told, and you see, Jamil has already started to go up the stairs. I've already also been told that you guys need some payments settled.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll be handling
Who?
that.
Okay.
Come with me.
Perfect. Oh, yeah, of course.
Walks up to like a small table with a little chest on it. So, how much shall it be?
500 GP per person.
It was. We had
Last
decided
discussed.
to. We had discussed
500.
what to 500 per
500.
person.
And then discounted down if they haggle.
Okay. Yeah. So we'd discussed for. I mean, like Jamil had said that I could state the price based on how difficult the mission was, and considering it was extremely difficult, we would say about 3,000 gold pieces. We'll split it amongst ourselves, and we'd also want a place of temporary residence if that could be arranged for the people here.
Without an expression, he just continues to look at you.
Please?
3,000 gold pieces.
Seems fair. You have no idea how wild this place was, okay? There's like fucking face huggers and there was creatures.
There
and
was
like
a river of blood.
Yeah. Holy shit, Ashla.
Reaches
Same thing.
down, takes
Yeah.
out 300 platinum pieces and gives them to you.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Sweet, let's fucking go! I told you guys. No one
300
listens to me.
platinum pieces. Oh my god.
Thank
10
you
gold
so much.
it's just it's a
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
it's the
amount,
same.
just like handling it.
Easier to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would
Yeah.
like
I just put 50 platinum
and-
in my inventory. Holy shit.
And who do we talk to for accommodations for our party here in Ankara, Mr. Kaplan?
again doesn't speak, stares at you for a second, and you realize that like it just you remember that that is how she is.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that she's mean. It's just her demeanor is extremely A, no bullshit, and B, she's gonna take her time to respond to everything. Go upstairs.
Okay. Thank you.
Shoes. And you see the shoe rack, which is near the entrance of this temple.
To take off her shoes, so fair enough. It makes sense. It's a temple. Yeah, okay. That,
Yeah, it's a temple and
Fair.
a library, so
yeah, fair. I'm just gonna turn to Mr. Kaplan and just be like, okay, you're really fucking cool. Do you want to hang out with us afterwards? Like we could, I don't know, I'm sure you have like excellent stories to tell us and stuff that we could learn from you while we're here. Is that something that you're interested in, or am I pushing my luck?
She takes
Ashla's
out
not
like
making eye contact.
Okay. She's gonna take out like a small box from her pockets. She's wearing sort of like a dirt grayish color cloak, and then there's a vest which has the eyes, the symbol on it. Takes out the box from her coat pocket, opens it, and it puts some sort of like it's a nut. You don't recognize what kind of this thing is. It is, but it's chewy. Chews on it, closes it, puts it down, puts it back inside. The parrot isn't allowed in the library section. You can keep it
What?
in your residential area, but make sure it doesn't fly down here or up into the restricted section.
Fair. Yeah, don't want him to cause a mess. Yeah, I get it.
Then walks off.
Are we allowed in the restricted section, not being part of the order?
No one without permission is allowed into the restricted section. You can be accompanied by Ashla, of course. But
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
I'll make sure that you sign all the forms, Mr. Kaplan. Thank you for all your help.
Master Kaplan walks up to you, just stares at you for a second. Do you want me to catalog something?
I think I have to discuss it with Jamil first before I share it with you for the catalog, if that's all right. But yeah, thank you for everything. Ashla is just like fully shaking, like having like a nervous attack. Like this is like every interaction with this terrifying being.
Waits for a second, considers it, thinks of responding to it, but then walks off.
Oh fuck! I thought I was gonna shit myself.
She is so cool. I want to be friends with her. Holy shit.
Are you kidding me? Do you know how stressful it would be to be friends with somebody like that?
What do you mean?
It's like going on a roller coaster to work every day.
But isn't that fun though? The highs and lows and the ups and downs and the sinking feeling in the pit of your stomach, which makes you feel alive.
No, you'll have a panic attack if you do it every single day.
Elvis looks at the both of them and says, "You both have very different meanings of funds, but maybe we keep that for later and we proceed with the business."
Yeah, okay. But seriously though,
Yeah,
do you not think Mr. Captain would have like the most interesting stories to tell us?
yeah, but I'm fucking terrified of her for a reason.
Why though? She seems like a sweet old lady.
Oh, you've never seen her punch somebody through a wall before, so
I mean, you can be sweet and be rough at the same time. Like there is no like whatever.
Sorry,
You
Sorren.
would know.
It's the same thing. It's the same picture.
Oh god.
Sorry,
Sorren, this is a temple.
For reference, on one of the walls, there's a map of Ankara, which I'm gonna share it in the thing. And also, while you guys are taking off the shoes, you hear Mr. Kaplan's disembodied voice come from somewhere, just pretty calmly but pretty loudly. Weapons.
No, I'd like to sneak my sword of stealth as well as my crossbow, my hand crossbow. Hello? Can
How
you
are
hear
you
me?
trying to hide them? Like a sword is like extremely long, so I'm just trying to understand. Like,
I can. So the sword, I can tuck it behind my back. There's space in the
Okay.
armor. And the hand crossbow, I already have like a concealed guard on the thigh there, like a pistol guard, which I can hide.
Okay.
Those are the only two things I can think of that I can
Sounds good.
slip past without much of a problem.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand.
Can I
Wait, I'll
guidance him
open
on
a
this?
generic roller.
Are you telling Elvis that you're trying to do this so she can guidance you?
I will sneakily tell her.
How sneakily.
Very sneakily.
Sleight
I'm
of
not
hand for
It's a
giving my
telling me
link
that
of
you're sleight of handing.
sneakies.
Yeah, I'm not giving my weapons away. That's what I'll say. Okay, what is it? Roll 1d20 plus what's my modifier? I don't remember. Sheet. Should have my sheet with me. Hold on.
Nano, can you not roll for him on Foundry?
I don't have my latest sheet. Should just tell me the modifier. No.
Hold on, I'll just check. Okay.
Yeah, can't you just roll for him like on the sheet over here? Just roll
I'll
from
tell
there.
you your
Yes.
modifier for sleight of hand. That's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know
What
what?
it
I just
says.
realized something. I'm stupid.
What?
I can do one thing. I can do this. Da-da-da-da.
Do I get the guidance?
Sure.
How much is it? 1d4, right?
Mm-hmm.
God, that's not great. Okay. 15
Oh,
with
yeah,
guidance.
perfect. Sounds good.
Oh,
All right.
nice.
Managed to sneak it into your residential area.
Nice. Hot
I'm
damn.
not making another map. Fuck that.
Thank you,
I'm
DM.
just going to
Roy, thanks.
do
The
this
guidance
this
saved
way.
my butt. I got exactly one, like 4. I was like, shit.
Give me 1 second, okay? I'm trying to do. Wow, you guys are able to load in what? Like suddenly I can see people in the
Yeah,
thing.
I
I
haven't
just-
loaded in yet.
I just did the login. That's all I could do.
Acha, acha.
Yeah, same. Login only.
Mm-hmm.
have my own foundry. Fuck, didn't I open that? I have my entire character sheet there.
And back to white
No,
screen.
do it this way. Can you guys see this? No, it's still the same thing. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Hello.
DMD, you don't have like a what is that? Observer mode that you can share with us?
Yeah, I was
That
just
we can
thinking of the same thing. The problem is I'm using Observer for my OBS.
Oh, okay, cool.
Uh-huh.
What?
Sasha, are you recording?
Yep.
Okay, so I don't need to, right? It's fine. I'll just do that.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Bam!
Ba-ba-ba-bum-ba-bum-ba-bum-bum. Dun, dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
gonna
dun.
stream the scariest thing for RP
What?
Google Chrome tab
Fuck! It burns!
in full screen. Okay,
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
I'm not a
shit.
monster.
Ah! I'm dying.
Okay,
Okay,
it's not
I have
supposed to
my
be
sheet with me.
Okay, so this is the map.
It's
This is
all
an observer
clear.
mode. It should not cause any issues. Now I can roll actual perception for me
Sweet.
instead of just. Sounds good.
I still don't
All
got.
right.
Okay, the screen went from
Sorry.
white to black now. Foundry is. I don't know what Foundry is doing. It's
Mm-hmm.
went from white to black now.
Okay.
Things are slowly
I
popping
don't
in
know.
for me. I'm at 11% loaded, so
Oh,
I
it
would
popped in
just
for me
close.
as well.
I don't know then. Okay.
yeah, don't close it.
So, all right. You guys go upstairs and meet Jamil. Welcome. This is also where we do a bunch of mundane stuff like, binding, map making, and stuff. And that is where we hold our meetings. But these are the bedrooms. You can take whatever that you want. The only thing which I would ask of you is to, observe campground rules. Just clean up before you're leaving.
Okay.
Fair enough, makes sense.
Comes up around here, clicks his fingers, and you see fires go up in almost all of the chambers. Sort of like cauldrons which are keeping this place warm and lit up. If you need anything, feel free to ask either Ashla or Mr. Kaplan. I will be upstairs if you need me. Ashla, after you're freshen up and after you're done with stuff, let's meet. I need to discuss things with you, and also Elvis, I will consider your translation request as well after that. See you around.
Before you leave, is there like a application form for this place
To stay or to join?
to join?
Yeah, Would you like to join, or would you all like to join?
We're still trying to figure it out. But yes, maybe.
Okay. If you have decided on if you would like to join, and if you have decided on if you all would like to join, let me know. There's a provision period, and I'm pretty sure Ashla would guide you through the rest of the process.
Fair. That makes sense.
If I'll take your leave then. I have an extremely boring conference to attend.
All right, don't think about me while you're there on by yourself.
I slap Sorren in the back of the head.
It just puts up like sort of like a V sign and keeps walking.
This is
Oh,
the
hey, it loaded.
smoothest you've ever. That's what she said.
Yes, but also yes.
Good lord.
Looking around, you can see a bunch of books which are stacked like wall to wall. There are like presses. There's books spread around. There's also a slightly younger, almost like 19-ish-year-old guy who's trying to squeeze glue out of some poor book which he has not bound properly. As soon as Jamil walked in, at least Voidio noticed how he hid the badly bound book underneath some other papers so that he wouldn't notice. And now that he's gone, he's taking it out again and trying to somehow salvage the situation to an extent.
I
There's a
give him
meeting
a thumbs
room.
up.
Just like frantically, I'm trying. There's a meeting room. There's a bunch of places, a bunch of desks where you can sit, make notes, read books, whatever that you want to do. There is at least 10 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, one on each wing of this building.
How many people are there?
Not many actually, just 4 that you can see in this place. If you walk around, you'll notice that 2 of the rooms are occupied, but you don't see who is in them, and that's it.
We're not on that map for this thing. I think we're on the ground floor on Foundry. So I'm looking at the one that you're sharing on Discord.
How are you?
Jamil went. We're on
Yeah,
the
it's okay.
ground floor, I think.
That's so weird. Okay.
I see the same map.
I don't see the same map.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
fine. I don't care. Anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah. Okay. So do we see where Jamil walks off to?
Jamil walked up.
Walked up.
Yeah, upstairs.
Anyone following him?
No. Unless you want to.
I want to.
What?
Just slowly walk by, sneakily.
Are you trying to? Okay, there's a door. Would you want to like go in immediately behind him?
No.
Or would you
Just
let
want to
it
see where
close?
he's going.
Okay.
Like, is it like a? As soon as he ascends the stairs, there's a door, or is it like?
Yeah. There's
he
2 doors.
ascends and
There's one
okay.
on the either side.
I wait for him to enter into the door, let it close, and then I sneak up.
The door is locked. You can see there's a gold insignia on the door, which is in the shape of the the 3 eyes.
Does it look magical in nature?
Yeah. Especially considering that there's no doorknob.
Fuck! I don't want to touch that. Okay, can I get? Do I see any, like, is it trapped? Do I see any traps? Does it feel like a trap? The door.
Your gut tells you that such doors often are trapped to prevent any intrusion.
So if I were to touch it, I would probably die. I mean, whatever.
Perhaps not touch, but more like, if you try to open it forcibly, or
Okay, I
if
don't
you
want
try
to
to open it without the correct whatever, like passcode combination, like secret
Right.
knock or something. Whatever it is, if you get it wrong, your instinct tells you that this might not end very well for either you or your party mates.
No problem. I don't want to open it. I want to put my ear close to it and listen to what's happening.
Immediately
Will
you
it?
realize that there's no sound coming through it.
Fuck! Damn it! I thought of all this shit. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Unfortunately, it seems like they do.
I walk back,
Okay.
dejected.
This is how the door, like sort of like knob, I guess. Looks. Wait, I have a message request. What the fuck? No, yes, I do mind chatting. I don't want to talk to you. Fuck off. This is how it looks, but it's in gold rather than the stony look that it is.
Did you share it somewhere?
I sent it in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Tales of
Okay,
Exandria.
okay, got it.
This looks like slightly older compared to the
Right.
modern look of the temple itself.
Okay, cool. Then I walk back sneakily, and then there are books where we are, like a lot of books.
Hmm?
Are there books like
Yeah,
like
there's
where we are in the residence area?
It's stuck like
even?
wall to wall. Yeah.
Are there any newspapers, old newspapers, or like newspapers as in
They were downstairs.
I don't know how. Oh, I can't walk downstairs without Ashla, right?
No, you can. You're allowed. You're allowed upstairs.
And I walk back down to look at newspapers.
Okay, sounds good. What are other people doing meanwhile?
Just settling in, finding a room, putting my shit aside. That's basically it.
All right. Okay, so if everyone is just settling into their rooms, I'll let you guys walk off. I think Ashla, you have a lot to do, and a lot of explaining to do to people as well. I think it's just Void who wants to do anything, so it's fine. So the first thing that you notice downstairs in the newspapers, everything seems to be extremely well cataloged.
Nice. Okay.
Hold on.
Right.
Yeah. So there's like a bunch of journals. There's a bunch of like extremely scientific but like practical journals. There are just like a daily newspaper kind of thing. There's a weekly entertainment newspaper kind of thing. There are yellow pages. There are what's it called? The Gazette, which is like how the notice board was informing public about. Okay, this contractor has been hired for this thing. There's a public bid asked for a certain thing, so on and so forth. But it's like cataloged yearly and stuff.
I'd like to search for any news articles specifically from other places, like not necessarily Ankarel, but any other like foreign newspapers, particularly from my my hometown.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll roll it in mine. Yeah, this one is,
Okay.
and I'll tell you what
No
the
problem.
roll was. It's not loading properly.
Let me see.
Investigation, right?
Check.
Oh, not bad. 18.
18. That's good. Browsing through like a bunch of different newspapers, you eventually come across a newspaper titled the Sunbeam Gazette. It does have a section on the Nigeria coast. It mostly just lists different merchant routes and different updates about Europe, like just financial stuff. But among it, you also notice a certain section which doesn't like explicitly, but it alludes to a political struggle happening in the region that you are that you're from. About how the Dundalian Empire is trying to assert a larger control over the area, and it is not going extremely well or extremely according to the plan.
Interesting. Okay. Anything related to that? I'd like to scribble notes onto like empty sheets of paper, so that I don't like. This is not like I don't. It doesn't get lost into whatever memory.
Yeah, of course.
This thing. So I note
Okay.
down the date, what book, where it was, what gazette, everything, and then I'll try to search for stuff that, particularly when I was 9 years old. So I'd like to search for those old papers.
Okay.
Anything related
During
to
this, I have an
this thing.
important question to you.
Yes,
Did you put your sword in your room, or would you still be carrying it?
I snuck it in, right?
Yeah. No, I'm
I would be
asking if you
carrying it.
came down back with it, or would you have left it in your room?
Oh, no, then I would have left it in my room. I would have kept it in my room. I don't want to
Okay.
keep it in the lockers. I want to keep it in my room.
I understand. I'm just confirming where the sword and thing is currently.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no worries.
So you would have just kept your stuff in and then locked it and went down. Got it.
Yeah, I don't want to keep it in some random public locker that might or might not get broken into. I want to keep it
That's totally
where
fine.
our party is or where we are, essentially.
Let me just confirm.
Cool.
Okay. In one of the newspapers, you do find an article about exactly who you're after.
Fucking hell. Son of a bitch. On that date, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
What do I see? Like what?
A wanted poster.
Details.
A wanted
Oh my
poster.
god. Does it face?
Three
Face?
people. Yeah, the face, exactly the same face, exactly the same scar, exactly the same eye. Yes, there's 3 people in total on the poster. The reward offered back then was 800 gold pieces. But it was not for the crime they committed against you.
Yeah.
It turns out they also murdered a wealthy merchant and their daughter. And did some rather cruel stuff to the wife of the merchant.
Wait,
Notes.
Hmm?
I'm not there. Fuck it. No,
Okay.
never
You're
mind.
not there.
Yeah, I know.
How bad? Okay.
Fuck, my brain is
So
working
his face
overtime.
is there. Okay, his face is there. His face is there.
Yeah,
This is
this is there.
what, like, so I note down the date. Okay.
Mhm.
I note on the date, what happened, all of those details. Can I, like, is there any scribe or someone who I can ask to copy off the wanted poster?
You could probably ask Mr. Kaplan if there's anyone around, or is there a way to do
Okay,
it.
before I do that, what else is there? What else details do I get?
Unfortunately, it goes towards extreme amounts of information, but about the things that you don't need. It's a lot of
Got it.
information about the merchant. It's sort of information about the stuff that they stole. It's about their possible links to the Nunalian Empire. It's possible links to certain different mobs and stuff. But there's nothing either about the people that you're thinking of, or about the specific crime that you're thinking of.
Okay, but their links to the mob, their links to the Dwendalian Empire. What details are
Speculative, but
there?
yeah, you can write them down.
I'm
It's
gonna write them
speculated that
down.
they want the specific merchant was murdered for political control by another politician who's from the same region. They wanted to become a leader for the city. But it's again speculation because the person denied it and hence has since then has been killed from the other newspapers that you have gathered. So
Okay, so merchant's link was that the merchant was a rising political opposition or something like that.
the merchant was not a rising political force, more like the primary benefactor of the current politician who has since been murdered. And it was speculated that the opposition politician, got it done, but that person has also since been murdered.
Oh
check
my
if
god!
the
Okay.
merchant's a tiefling.
Oh, wait. That's right now. That's not important. That's not important.
I'll still answer the
Hold
question.
on.
The opposition merchant who was accused of this thing was a tiefling.
No, the guy who died, who was murdered.
The merchant was not.
Okay.
The guy who died later on,
Opposition.
the person who was accused of it, was tiefling.
Fucking amazing. Okay. What links did they have? The criminals have anything related to Dwendalian Empire? Any links to mobs? Any names of mobs?
It is speculated that they were part of, there's a specific term used, but you don't know about it extremely well. It's just called the Nimbus Sentinels. It is supposed to be like a mercenary group who sometimes work for the Dwendalian Empire, and it is speculated that they could be behind all of this, just to cause political instability in the region, to assert more control. It's mostly just speculation at this point.
Okay, I don't care. It was a vendetta anyhow. Okay, then no information about where they went off to, any leads, anything like that.
It is speculated that they ran off to Rexentrum.
Oh. Okay. I'd like to dig into any news articles.
It's yeah, go ahead.
It's late. It's late.
It's late for?
No, I'm asking, is it late that I'm sticking around for so long, or like?
No, it's fine.
I
You're
can-
welcome here. You
okay,
can
cool.
do as much research as you want to.
Right, then-
Cerebrus Assembly name does come up a bunch of times.
Fucking hell. Oh, in relation to those bad guys?
Yeah.
God, who the fuck are these guys? Okay, then I'd like to, if I can find any articles, say, following this up in any further years, at least a few, any more information.
It seems like as you follow this, the investigation goes on for like a couple of weeks and so. One of the investigating people somehow come to the conclusion that it was quote, it was the phase, end quote, and it is closed without any arrests or any actual reprieve.
Okay. Great. I'll take the sheet with the sheet, not paper with the first people's faces on it, the wanted poster faces. I'll make notes for everything else that I've written down, tuck it in, and I go to Mr. Kaplan and I'd like to ask for a copy of that wanted sheet.
A copy.
Is Mr. Kaplan anywhere? Yeah. Yes, Mr. Kaplan. I would like a copy of this. Please.
Gets up from her chair, walks up to sort of like a smallish machine that you can see in one of the regions, takes a paper from you, puts it down, takes a blank sheet of paper, puts it in, and after a while you hear like a weird sound, and you see not an exact replica, but pretty much like a replica of the thing come out of it. 5 silver pieces.
I toss a gold.
I don't have change, and we don't do change.
Keep it. It's okay.
We don't do that. If you want to donate, I can put in that instead.
Sure. Donate the remaining 5 to whatever.
Already walked off.
Nice. I have my copy?
Yeah.
I have my notes as well.
Yes.
Okay, I
Please
tuck it back
put
in.
back everything that you took before leaving.
Sure, I put back everything, and I mark the place where I had like where I saw it, where I found it.
Okay, in your notes, got it.
Yeah, in my notes, not like
Mhm.
not mark the actual
Imagine.
books. That would be fucked up. No,
861? No more.
exactly. No. If I'm going to commit a crime, it's going to be a good crime. Come on, not vandalism. Okay. Anyway, so I marked down which aisle, whatever. I note down whatever I got. I take that and I go back to my room.
Okay. In the meantime, what is everyone else doing? Are we just vibing, sitting there? Are we waiting for Ashla? Are we waiting for
guess.
Jameel? What are we doing?
Elvis and Ashla were gonna go talk to Jameel.
Oh, the rest of us were not invited?
No.
Huh. Okay. All right. So then Sorren's gonna take some time to talk to Zelda, get to know her better. Okay.
With Zeta.
There is an L there, so I'm assuming it's Zelda.
Zelda.
Zelda, I think.
Whatever.
Okay. Just sit opposite her on one of the tables, whatever, and just do like a quick. I don't really know what the fuck. All right, so what's the vibe? What is? So you're here with us, traveling with us to Ankarel, and
hmm
do you have any plans? Do you have any specific things you want to do here, or are you just vibing with us? Because
I've already told you what my objectives are.
oh no, I know, like save the world, heal the world, all of that. I get that, but I mean specifically
Yeah.
here in Ankarel.
Not individually, no. As a group, I'm working with you guys to do whatever you're doing here. I'm still trying to pick up what's going on.
You know what?
Well,
You and me
that's
both.
what is my shit, so-
I have been here I've been with these people for like 2-3 weeks now, and I still have no fucking idea what we're doing. So like, I completely get it. I know it's weird. Like, we just met yesterday, and you've already traveled to a different fucking city together. So it is a whole
What
thing.
it is.
But so fuck it. Tell me stuff about yourself. Like what's it like where you're from? Is it predominantly Dragonborn, like this place is predominantly Orc, or is it like a healthy mix of people? How does it? What's the haps?
This place is predominantly orc.
Yeah, that's what Jameel said, right?
No. Predominantly human.
What?
The major species are human, orcs, and tieflings.
I don't know why I heard that it was
Oh.
predominantly Orc. My
Started,
bad.
even
he
I
just like
heard-
started from the least populous to the most populous.
Oh, okay, all right.
Oh, even I heard that actually. Half orc.
Okay, never mind. So then I'll do something else. I'll be like, so I was born not born, but like I grew up in a place where it was like a dragonborn empire of sorts, and pretty far from here. So is that what your hometown is like, or is it mostly just like here, where there's people from everywhere?
Cut out. I'm sorry.
Sorry. So what is home like? That's basically it.
Which home do you want me to talk about? Like the first home or the one that I grew up in?
Whatever you want to talk about, really. I'm just trying to
there
get.
are different homes for you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just trying to make conversation, trying to make friends. That's basically it. So whatever you're comfortable talking about.
Well, how old am I again? think I'm 36. Yeah, for like. Oh, jeez. I have to do math. 32 to 33 years of my life, I lived in a temple of Bahamut in a decent-sized city in the Dwendalian Empire. So I dedicated pretty much all of my time to helping the temple, and I've done many different things in the temple. Only fairly recently have I been not in the temple and traveling as a warrior to some extent, and just helping people where I can. I've mostly been in Wildmount my entire life. I've only recently arrived here, maybe like a month and a half ago. So I don't really know what's going on in Marquette, especially not on Corel.
Okay, makes sense.
Does that help?
Yeah. So I know we kind of sort of touched on this last time, but I'm still not 100% sure I got it correctly. But so when you were captured by the people that we rescued you from, were you actively trying to go into the temple to rescue the people who were already captured, or were you just captured just because you were by the side of the road? What happened there? Like, are you?
I got ambushed, and like I said, probably a sleep spell. Because
I remember you saying that. Yeah,
I was unconscious.
So
I don't think I was in there for very long, and then I guess I just got lucky with you guys coming by.
Fair. I'm glad we could help. But here's the thing, though, right? And I know this is whatever, but so far what we've understood is that these people they go after people who are Druidisborn. But are you Druidisborn?
No.
So why did they go after you then?
I don't know. Opportunity, I guess.
Insight check.
Roll for it.
Roll!
Okay, give me a sec.
It's time to roll.
Rolling!
DM is Bahamut one of the betrayer gods?
That's what it's going to be my next question here.
Prime deity.
Not something that you're aware of. You have no clue what betrayer gods as a concept means either. You just know, like betrayer gods, two words which make sense.
I got a 9, plus I don't know what my intelligence, my insight modifier is, Nano. Can you confirm? But it's probably going to be like 11 or 12.
Let me check. It should be fine though. It's, like...
Yes.
Inside is 2. So yeah, it's 11. Okay. You can't gather much from the entire interaction, but it's sort of like easy to dismiss this as, a warrior trying to do good. Bad people think, oh, warrior, let's kill warrior and just, capture them. It's not like it's not too deep for rational mind, but Sorren doesn't have one.
That's just unfair. That's just fucking unfair. That is so unfair.
You're a conspiracy-minded person. What do you mean?
No, I know.
Do you want me to treat Sorren as a rational person? I will. But you've established that he is not. And I'm rolling with that.
I know, but it's still so unfair.
I think I've told you.
You dig this.
Or like I was traveling alone. It would be a really good opportunity to like, oh, there's a strong person who could maybe do something.
No,
let's just take them out.
No, but see, the thing is, they haven't really done that so far. Like so far, what we've established is that they were only capturing Druidisborn.
Listen,
which is why I'm very.
This is not insight for Sorren. This is insight for Sassy.
Okay.
This was just a way for me to introduce Box's character.
I
if you
know.
want to read too much into it, I am totally fine with the irrational part of your mind just like going away with it. I don't have an explanation for you,
I know.
and I can't call it like a rational thing. Yeah.
As sassy, I am aware. As Sorren, obviously not. Right?
He was planted by the Fae.
Uh-huh.
He's a fucking Fae
Okay.
agent.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
She's
one
a
more
Fae.
question,
agent.
and I'm just gonna lean in and whisper really quietly. Is Bahamut a betrayer god?
Again, how the fuck do you know what betrayer god is?
Because he mentioned Jamil mentioned
Hear
betrayer
you.
gods. That's why I
What
know.
the fuck is betrayer god?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Actually, is Bahamut a betrayer god? And what the fuck is a betrayer god?
I'm gonna look extremely offended at that. It's like, no, he's a prime deity. What are you talking about?
What does that
I'm
mean? I
actually
don't know
getting
what that
angry.
means.
How do you not know anything
So-
about the religions? A question for you.
Yeah.
What do you mean by other world?
Oh.
Where are you from?
Okay. Look, I know that based on my everything, this is going to sound very, very strange. Okay, but especially with my demeanor towards and he's going to look around at Elvis and he's going to shrug and be like, "Fuck it, it's about time." But I know, like, from everything we've established
I'm
about
not
me,
there,
that
fam.
oh, you've already left. Okay, never mind then. Then I'm whatever. It sounds weird, especially me saying it because of everything. But I'm from a place called Faerun, which is unrelated to Feywild. I want to make that very clear. It is not. Yeah, but it's not from. I'm not from Exandria. It's kind of weird. There was a portal opened up and we just fell here, and we can't. I'm trying to go back, but I don't know if I can. And we don't have.
Zelda takes a moment to process what you said. And something clicks in her mind and she goes like, "Oh, I get it now. I know what's happened."
Wait, what? What do you mean? Explain.
You're from another dimension, aren't you?
How the fuck do you know that?
Never thought I'd meet somebody, but
You literally just told her that as well, but it's fine.
No, I know, but
Please can't.
how do you know about other
Please
dimensions?
continue.
how do I know about dimensions and stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a better question, right? Like, how do you know that I'm from a different world? He says after telling the person that I'm from a different world. That's what I was like.
God damn it! I'm not that stupid. Come on.
No, but that's how it sounded. Oh, beautiful.
Okay,
So,
so
please go ahead.
the person that I'm working for explained to me a load of big things, including like what happened, like hundreds of years ago, things that happened, and explained the concept of dimensions. I didn't get too far into that because, to be real with you, being explained about different realities is rather concerning.
Yeah, I know, right? Imagine how I feel falling into another reality.
Yeah, like, basically what I could understand is that the planes that are like connected to a reality. There's a higher plane, there's a lower plane, there's Feywild, whatever.
Mhm.
Basically, what how it was explained to me is that dimension are like a different instance of that. I never
Okay.
thought I'd meet somebody from another dimension, though. Weird.
So, alright, so who the fuck are you working for then? And how do they have all this information?
Well, you mentioned a name before, Naviask, I think?
You're working for an automaton?
Somebody did. Yeah,
That is so cool.
Wait, what?
I met them in
I'm not
Zorhaus.
there.
Holy shit.
Best part is Xavthan is also not there.
Yeah.
Xavthan's not there. Xavthan doesn't know shit.
So it's real then. The automatons are actually an actual thing. Would Sorren have met any automatons in his time in Exandria?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at
Okay,
all.
so
I
these
can tell
things.
you no.
Yeah, automatons are not a thing in Faerun, right? I've never seen any of them. So this is.
You have seen defunct ones though.
Oh, okay, fair.
When the fuck?
Yeah, like one.
Okay.
When did that happen?
When he was adventuring off in the pole, whatever the fuck that place is.
Huh?
With Xavthan, when you were adventuring with
Oh no,
Xavthan,
I meant in
pole.
Faerun. I never saw any, right?
Oh no, not in Faerun, no.
Okay. So
Never.
are you in contact with this Naviask? I don't know why, but Xavthan seems very intrigued by them, which I don't get. But hey, it is what it is.
Not directly. If I was not really given anything to contact them, I know where they are, but like that's a different continent away across the ocean, and
Huh.
that would be complicated to get contact.
So interesting. Go ahead, continue. Sorry.
I mean, I could see if I could do something, but I don't. It would take a very long time.
Fair. So, how does working for Naviask, how does that combine with your desire to heal the world? How does those two things overlap?
Okay, so what do you know about Exandria?
Fuck all.
Like in general.
Fuck all. I know there's a red moon, which is controlled by the Fae, and I know there's a white moon, which controls the werewolves. I know that there's a bunch of different weird gods, but I mean, we had weird gods in Faerun too, so that's all I know.
Okay,
There's a
well,
bunch of different weird gods, he says, inside of a temple.
I would not say weird gods when you're in the.
No, but here's the thing, though, right? Weird is not a derogatory term. It just means different, interesting, strange.
Could be for the people who they worship.
Yeah,
Fair.
again, you need to be very choosy with your words.
Call a person's god weird, they will fucking get their pitchforks out. I can assure you that.
I thought this was a free state, but okay.
It is, but that doesn't mean it's free from consequence.
Fair. You're right.
And I would advise that you be very choosy with your words.
You're right. That's it. I don't mean to offend. It's just how I talk.
Naviask,
You've already told them that their god is maybe a betrayal
Naviask
god.
explained to me, and what I was able to get some confirmed by prayers to Bahamut, and then checking with the temple, and then just verifying very basic things. Hundreds of years ago, there was a war on the planet in which the prime deities and the betrayer gods fought, and it destroyed a lot of things. We lost many people, and the continents spread apart. Very extreme amounts of power were on display.
Wait, you're saying all the continents were one at one point in time?
What did you say?
Are you saying that all the continents were like one big landmass?
Okay, out of character, I don't know for sure. I didn't get that deep in my wiki diving.
Okay.
It's a mixed kind of thing. Like, if you want to believe that, sure. Some people speculate that it was. Some people speculate no. Some people think accurately that a lot of landmass was destroyed, which includes Marquette. Actually, it was supposed to be like a lush green forest, and then it was turned into a desert.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in
It was out
character.
of character. Obviously, you guys don't know about it.
Mm-hmm. I forgot the question already.
Oh, the question was, how is Naviask related to your oath to heal the world?
Heal the world.
And then you were telling me backstory about Exandria. 100 years ago, gods versus betrayer gods.
Yeah, Naviask, within this war, was an actor, extremely powerful, because gods were on the mortal plane, having of course, broke a lot of the world. And then the divergence happened.
The fuck is that?
The gods set up a wall between them and the mortal plane, so that no
okay.
gods could directly interact. So Naviask, after many years, realized the damage that they have done, and his goal is now to heal the world. And opportunity to help the world in as big of a way as I can.
Okay. So is Naviask also a god, or just or only an automaton? No. Okay, but they are super powerful, I'm assuming.
Yes.
And how exactly do they want to heal the world?
I'm making it a better place.
It's complicated, but the way I'm going about it is individual one-by-one basis. This is very slow, but I recognize, but I think that being able to build people up one by one so that they're in better positions will help them overall, and then that'll create a waterfall effect.
Interesting. So this has nothing to do with... Sorry, go ahead.
There's a bunch of different ways you can go about doing this, but that's just my way.
That's very noble, I think. So this has nothing to do with the portals opening up everywhere? You know about that, right?
Not much.
Okay, so what I was told from what the discussion we had with Jamil the last time we spoke to him was that no, but not with Jamil, with someone that portals are weakening and people from other dimensions are being brought in. That is how I was sucked into this place along with my friends. Which, by the way, none of these people here, and pointedly he says, the guys we're here with, Void, Xavthan, Ashla, all of these people, they're not from the other places. It's just me. And a couple of our friends who have decided to leave and decided to go their own ways, whatever. But they do know about where I'm from. So, yeah, I know. They do know about where I'm from. So it's not like a hush-hush thing, at least amongst us. And that's why we tell everyone I'm from Wildmount, because it's far away enough that nobody, whatever. But since you're also from Wildmount, I figured we should clear the air before, issues arise. Okay, so don't... why do you have so much belief in this Naviask person? What did they do? What did they show you or tell you that made you want to leave the Dwendalian Empire, leave what you've been doing for the last 30-ish years, and move here and do this?
Well, like I said, Naviask told me many things, and I was able to get them confirmed from talks with people from my temple, and by doing prayers to Bahamut. I don't get many direct messages from Bahamut. I'm probably low on the queue, but I was able to get very basic things confirmed about, like, things that happened, people that were there, why things are the way they are. So, to me, the stories lined up enough that I believe Naviask, and I wanted to join their mission because it was very similar to what I wanted to do in the first place.
All right, that makes sense. I think. And you're sure? Because I don't have a lot of good interactions like with the gods and stuff. Back in our plane, there was a lot of shit with the goddess of the moon and darkness and magic and a bunch of other shit. And there was a lot of chaos that happened with that. I don't have a question for that. It was just me spilling my guts. But okay, so here's the question though. Ashla's girlfriend, Io, she's kind of sort of similar to what your vibe is, in the sense that she made the notes and she strives to live by it. To her, I don't know who her deity is actually, which is weird. We should probably ask her that. But she has a flying horse. Do you have a pet or a steed or a companion like that? Is that a thing?
Who has a flying horse?
Io,
Really?
right?
Griffin.
Yeah,
It's a griffin.
It's not a horse.
it's a fucking griffin. Never mind. It's a fucking griffin.
Yeah, it's a-
Do you have a steed or a companion or something like that we haven't seen yet?
No.
Is that something you would like?
Where are you leading with
offering
this?
him.
No,
Are you
I'm
offering him a griffin or something.
no, I'm literally just asking. Is that something that you would want, or something that you can potentially have in the future? Is that like
I don't know.
because I don't know how it works. So like I'm curious, like, does she have it because she's like stronger than we are, or is it some other reason, or
Are you asking
You're
like
talking
an
about-
out of character question? Because like it doesn't make
This
sense in
is
character.
no? This
This
is
is so
Sorren.
beautiful.
Sorren is like, here's the logic, right? He knows Io is a paladin. He's figured out that Zelda's a paladin.
Let's not use the word Sorren logic in one sentence, but continue.
Okay, no. Okay, so Zelda's a paladin and Io's a paladin, right?
Yeah.
So he's not sure if Io having a griffin is because she's a paladin or because that's just an animal that she made friends with. So he's trying to figure out if Zelda in the future could potentially also have a.
Someone's class is not linked to their pets.
No, I know, but don't paladins have like find a steed or like that kind of spell, whatever, that they can summon an animal?
You're trying to metagame this shit too hard. Like, don't.
Okay, so Zelda's gonna like look at you
Can
and
we
be like,
just-
"I do not control
Can
what
we have
Io
one?
can do." Who is Io even? Is that the loud lady friend?
Yeah,
of
they
Ashla?
have not met Io in the first place. Zelda has not seen who Io is. They don't know who Io is.
Oh,
I don't-
Zelda
This is
has
no-
seen.
In half
Zelda has
asleep,
seen.
half
I've heard.
asleep when
Not heard, yeah.
Yeah, heard, half asleep,
Yeah, I don't
dark
know.
vision.
I don't really know who you're talking about. You'd have to ask her directly.
Asia, I don't control the weather kind of energy.
fair.
love
Okay,
it.
my
I do
bad.
not
This is such a
control the
great-
rate at which lobsters die, my dude.
Mm,
Ask what's a lobster. Come on.
What's a lobster?
How about I'll lob some? No, sorry. Okay.
Wow.
I guess
Okay.
by this time, everyone would be back. So you guys can interact with each other if you want to.
So what's the vibe with? Have you heard from Vignesh?
No,
Not
Vignesh
yet.
has.
Yeah,
Vignesh
Vignesh
has a
had
family
emergency
emergency.
at home.
They
Oh,
need
shit.
to go, so
Yeah.
they won't be able to make it to the. They won't be. They won't be in the session.
All good.
Okay. All good. All right. I guess if nothing else, at this point, Jamil will come back down. Seeing as Ashla is fast asleep in their chambers, Jamil will just like let them sleep and walk up to all of you. So, what can I do for you? Looks at Elvis.
Yeah, okay. Elvis goes up and shows Jamil the notebook with Ashla. And just see.
Ashla is
that-
sleeping.
this-
Let's just
Uh,
let them sleep.
okay. Yeah, let's
Yeah.
let that be. Ashla seems to be tuckered out. She has done a lot. She needs to have some rest. Okay. Elvis provides the notes. She gives them to Shamil. Well, this is the thing, and what we were able to decipher from Ashla's knowledge solely.
Hey. Yeah, this translation seems pretty accurate. There's one more way to interpret this, but I don't know.
Be open to anything at this point, really.
Honestly, it's the same thing. It ultimately boils down to the same thing. With my blood, I shall irrigate my land, kind of thing.
The
It's
fuck?
essentially the same vibe. It's basically self-sacrifice in an effort to preserve the world. Perhaps it means nature, perhaps it means people, perhaps it actually genuinely just means land. But this is just a commitment. This is an oath, a pledge to heal the world.
I'm just gonna turn to Zelda really quick.
Where did you find this?
I love that voice. Elvis just looks around and says, "Okay, what language is it again? Do you recognize what?"
It's a very weird dialect. It's sort of between Abyssal and Fey.
It's the fucking Fae.
This is not something I've seen. It's not something I've seen very directly. I can just infer certain meanings from different. Listen, you're safe. Like you might denounce Fae for their their trickery and stuff. But understand this: we here, we are a source of knowledge, right? And while we try to do good through knowledge, if you're just a smartass, you can trick people using your knowledge. It's just the other side of the coin.
Yep, fair. So you're also a Fae.
Fucking hell. Beautiful. I like it.
Just like closes their eyes as if you have gut punched them or something.
Wow, you
I've
insulted
been
Jamil.
told I should not argue with certain people. Never learn. What I mean is, they also worship Kirillin and the Archat, and it essentially our gods are the same. It's devotion towards knowledge, and it's devotion towards craft. It's devotion towards art. Fae don't want for whatever gold you have or whatever this thing, and to assume that they want your soul or something. It's just silly, nonsensical fairy tales, so to speak.
Fair, fair. You said something about the Archheart. What do you know about Zalakis and the Graying Wildlands?
Where do you learn that name?
I read about it.
Zalakis. It's read about it. Very interesting. Come with me.
Oh, okay.
Actually, if you all want like a tour or something, accompany me. It's fine.
Wait, hold on. Elvis has something else that she has to ask him as well.
Okay.
Still. In front of everyone, Elvis again transports back into a lantern, then comes back out.
What the
and-
fuck? Oh, okay. It's a yeah, okay.
Yeah, she does that. I still have no fucking idea what it is.
And she presents the box which has a coin inside it and some form of the figurines that she got from the cultists that we defeated from a long time ago. She presents the figurines first to Jamil. Do they make any sense to you? This was properly used in some summoning rituals to summon some abyssal creatures which we defeated in Shandal.
Before you have the opportunity to discuss all of that, as you go into the lantern, which also acts as a lantern of revealing, you see the true shape of Jamil, which is an 8-foot demon. I'm kidding. Yeah. So,
Somehow we sort of.
so what all are you giving him? The
I'm
device
giving him
which
the figurines first of
The
all.
figurines. He is
Yes.
not gonna touch the figurines, first of all. As soon as you show him, he looks on them, but like very explicitly puts his hands behind his back. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, these are definitely they could be evidence, and honestly I'm not sure why you're showing me this.
Should probably be in better hands of the library than some random adventurers.
Fair, actually. Takes out like a sort of like a box or something. Put them in.
I put the figurines in the box and say,
Closes the box, and then sort of like compresses the box like with his hands. Like it seems to take some certain amount of effort, but the box just vanishes in his hands. All right, yeah. What next?
Okay, and I present the box with the coin inside of it. Does this coin make any sense to you?
Oh, interesting. I would love to study it. May I have it?
Elvis looks doubtful but says, "Oh, yes, you may have it, but only until we have to leave for a bit. I'll have to. I'll come back to you in the morning tomorrow."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries. It takes the box, compresses it, again it vanishes. Alright, come along. Time for a tour. We can let these two sleep. Talks about Xavthan and Ashla.
Yep.
Alright. As you go up, you see the door that Void has already seen. It is a rather large, I guess like 8.5 foot something tall door with hold on, let me see if I have a map for it. Yeah, with a gold knob on the front of it with the face and 3 eyes. It
knob.
seems to be locked into some sort of like a. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Losing track of my. Yeah, perfect. Okay. It seems to be locked with some sort of like a knock lock mechanism, and she just walks up to it, straightens up, and then knocks in a very specific sequence, which it's extremely hard for you to even comprehend, let alone remember. And the door opens. Welcome to my chambers.
Can I remember that?
And no, unfortunately.
Damn it.
If you hear it again, like once or twice,
One more time.
it'll yeah. It's then you can like perform a check to be to
Sweet.
reproduce in like certain ways. Like it'll be a
Yeah.
performance check, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Behind you, you see a statue of a woman holding an orb, and behind her, the familiar three-eyed blue painting of the Cobalt Soul insignia. Looking around all of you, you see right in the middle of it, where you guys are standing right now, there's a large floating island, almost like a hologram of the entire city.
Holy
And
shit.
it seems extremely accurate. But then you look closely and you notice, you can see tiny people walking. It seems like it's not just a replica. It seems like a live representation of where everything is.
Oh.
Jimmy just like walks alongside it, gives it a twirl, and then uses his hand to zoom in, and you can see the temple and the people outside. This is how we try to maintain law and order in the city. It is a tad less private compared to what I would prefer, but honestly, it works and I can't argue against results.
Do the citizens know?
Oh yeah, they're there.
Holy
In the
shit.
It's a
Gazette.
surveillance state. Oh my god.
Yeah, holy shit. That's literally my notes.
Mm-hmm.
This is wild.
It doesn't do much, but it helps us deploy people immediately if there's anything going on. And it also helps us have like a bird's eye view over the entire place. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of this invention. I was commissioned to make this when I was, I think, 19 for another city. And after that,
You
it has
made
just
this?
grown. Yeah.
Wow.
Honestly, it's cool, but I'm more proud of the monorail. Honestly, it's so cool. Have you? I'm insisting you should try it. It's amazing to just fly above the city in it. It's very cool.
Would Elvis have tried the monorail before?
Nope. But you have seen it. You have seen the past couple of months that how it has been expanded to other places as well. Inside of the city inside the city only, but initially it was just a ring around the entire city, and just so that you could reach everywhere faster.
Elvis just says, "Yeah, it's
Nice.
quite convenient. It will be even more convenient if for future expansions, it's expanded to like Chandal or somewhere where we are."
Yeah, it could take a lot of resources, but let's see. Jamil remembers. Your DM, has forgotten. What were we here for?
I asked a
He was
question
going to give us a
about
tour.
yeah, a tour, but also I asked a question about Zalikas and the Graying Wildlands.
Yeah. It's okay. All right. Takes out a book. Starts to read from it. Zalikas was what you would call an angel, and this is why I remember the name, because Kurulon, the god, she was the right hand of the Archheart, and he's also credited for giving us arcane knowledge, for all the magic. Apparently, she was injured and presumed dead during Calamity, and rest I don't think is available for public information. Let me see. If there anything specific that you would like for me to tell you, because I can't tell you most of this.
Okay. So basically, what I'm trying to figure out is the theories and the stuff that not theories, but like what people believe is that that she said that she was blinded and she was basically covered by plants in the graying wildlands, right? That's the vibe.
Oh yeah, the children's story. Yes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. That's most part true.
Okay. Where is the graying
I can show you
wildlands?
this. This isn't classified. It's in I really can't pronounce this. Hold on, I'll tell you. It's in Zorash.
Okay.
Zoras.
Zoras, okay.
I can show you this though. Look at this dope photo. Like very enthusiastically shows
Photo?
you, like painting. Sorry, of
Ah.
yeah.
Oh.
Cool, right?
That is very cool. But is there any truth
right.
to
Pyrosophist? Yeah.
Is there any truth to the fact that Zalikas, like, do you have any knowledge of the fact that she's trying to make up for the sins of the calamity? Is that just
Evidence of it?
Evidence, or like any sort of like, I know it's from a children's book, but like, is there any fact to it, or is it just for kids?
I'll say there's a lot of fact to it. From what I can remember.
Okay.
Now it's coming back to me. Yeah, there have been certain factors of Zalkis who have been active here.
I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not.
No, I'm not. it's a sensitive matter, and that's why I'm asking you again. Why do you want this information?
I just read about it, and it's about the Fae, and I'm very interested in learning more about Feywild stuff.
It's not. Zelkis is not Fae.
The Archheart,
She's an
the Arch.
angel. Archheart is also not Fae. They're a prime deity.
What?
The Archheart is a prime deity. God.
Wait,
I
no.
would start from the first grade books about this world. I know you're not from here. You don't have to play with me. That's fine. Not knowing about things is brilliant. Learning about things is brilliant. I'll get you started on the basic scores about this world right away.
Okay, you know what? Fair. I kind of fucked up when I read about that. I thought
No.
No, I learned about the
Listen.
summer court, right? Summer
In your
court.
position, I would have assumed the same. You have literally no knowledge about this world, and that's fine. You're not from here. I can't be expected to know everything about from like where you're from, right?
Do you know where I'm
It's
from?
fine. It's okay. That is definitely classified.
How is it classified to talk to me about the place where I'm from? What the fuck?
Because you don't. Okay. How? Okay. Do I know anything about it? Is classified. What knowledge you want to talk about? That is fine. That is fair game. If you want
Fair.
to talk about the specific place,
Yeah.
you can talk about
Name
it,
it.
and I can respond to it. But
Okay.
I can't answer direct questions like, "Do I know about it or not?" or what all information I have about it.
Fair.
Because listen, for all we know, this could be an extraplanar, attack, and you could just be scouts. We are working under the assumption that you're not, right? But it could still be true, and I don't want to be the asshole who led the enemy into a palace of knowledge.
Understandable. I'm just gonna turn to Elvis and just. Don't you wish you still had that zone of truth spell now?
Doesn't work on me.
Yeah, but it would work on me. Right?
How does that?
So then you can ask me whatever the fuck you want, and I can
Elvis
prove
looks
that
at
I'm
you.
not a scout.
I don't want to ask you anything. That's what Ashla's for.
Okay, fair. All right. Do you know?
Elvis just looks at Jameen and says, "Well, what about the documents that you asked us to retrieve? Are they classified as well?"
Yeah, definitely.
It's not like we read them already.
I hope not. And I could tell if you had. You would not be here if you did.
The fuck does that mean?
Ashla knows. I would request that you trust her.
We do
Okay.
trust Ashla.
Yeah, that's extremely sensitive knowledge. That is not information that anyone.
Okay,
Well,
you know what?
let's assume,
Fair.
let's say that you joined the institute. Then also, I could not share that information with you. It's that kind of knowledge.
Okay, makes sense. Here's something out of left field, sort of. So we
With you,
have
my friend, nothing is ever not out of left field. But bring me,
so
bring it to me.
so we've kind of established that the story about Zalek is about how they're trying to trying to make up for the calamity and everything. And recently we've heard about. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck. Really. Fuck.
Okay, bro.
Take your time.
No, it's like
Use your words.
It's something like I really want to talk to you about it, but I don't want to betray my friend's confidence and talk to you about it till we're sure that they want to talk about it. So we'll shelve that for later. Okay. How about the summer court, the Fey summer court, right?
Brilliant place.
Can you talk about that?
Of course.
Okay. So here's the thing, right? In the other place where I'm from, which it would really help if you can nod to confirm that you know the name of the place where I'm from.
Looks at you, tries very strongly to not give away any emotion.
Okay, so here's I don't know much about my childhood, right? I was adopted. I was an orphan.
Oh yeah, that I know.
How the fuck?
Literally my trade to know things.
Yeah, but I haven't talked to anyone about it. So how would you know about it till you've actually? Have you been to Faerun?
That definitely is classified.
Fuck me. Okay.
But it looks nice. Yeah.
Fucker.
I'm messing with you. I haven't.
Like it.
Okay.
I know of it. I haven't.
I like it.
Also, that
Fucking amazing.
I was literally just messing with you. I don't know anything about.
Look, it is
your
very rare.
childhood Or
Fair. It is very rare that I am outthrown by someone else, and I can't tell if I'm enjoying this or if I hate this. So good job on that.
Fuck this fucker.
Okay, out with it. I actually have a job for you guys. So continue.
Yeah. So
Wait, you have a job for us?
Mm-hmm. After this man finishes his
in the
query,
when I was younger,
Yeah.
I don't know how it happened or why it happened, but I kind of sort of was fuck. He looks over at Elvis.
And that's
then
okay.
at
Okay, phrasing, bro.
and then at VR, and he's like, I was touched by a fae when I was younger, okay? And it's
What?
would you like for us to have legal proceedings against that specific individual?
I don't know who it was, and not like that. No, it was like more like I don't know about this
your
anymore.
fae
but-
touched. Okay, yeah, understood. That just means a fae blessed you. That's not a bad thing.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they just looked at you. They
Not
were
a
like,
fae!
"Oh, cute little ape," and then blessed you. It happens often. The problem
Are you
is they
fucking-
don't understand how our world works, and they don't understand that people don't like unconsented to and unsolicited blessings. They're more like. Have you ever had? I don't know if you do. Have you ever had a grandmother who doesn't take no for an answer when they're trying to feed you?
No, but I know the type.
Yeah, they're like that. That's why they have the whole like never ask them a favor or something, because they'll go overboard. It's a whole ordeal.
Okay, this has changed my entire fucking perspective on my entire life. I thought I was cursed, not
someone
blessed.
will come to you and you'll ask for like a promotion or something, and then they would end up murdering your entire your boss and their boss and so on, just so that you can end up in their spot. It never works out the way they that they intend to, but also they don't mean any harm usually. I would
My
not
entire
piss off a
worldview
fae
has been
anyway.
shattered. You can literally, when a flat earther is confronted by irrefutable proof that the earth is actually round, that is the response that Sorren is having right now. Holy shit. Okay, so fuck. This I thought that Fey touch meant that I was cursed and not. Okay.
It depends upon the perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, it really fucking does. God damn it. Okay. Fuck. Okay. This changes everything, but
All right. Meanwhile, it's just like asks you all to take a step back, puts his hands sort of like in a specific motion. You see all the entire floating island, which was like in front of you, goes down and gets absorbed into the floor. And instead of that, a new thing pops up. You see a replica of an engine. Engine which is part mechanical, part arcane. And there's a sort of like a ring, there's a rod attached to it which has a bunch of rings floating around it. Okay. So this is what I thought. Ashla has given me a bunch of debriefs about all of you. This is something that I think a bunch of you might like. Maybe not. Maybe. Who knows? This machine can do something extremely peculiar. Listen to this. And it takes out like an instrument from his pocket, cranks it, and you start hearing some sort of sound coming from it. It's very faint, but it sounds like music. It sounds like notes. And then he clicks a button and then cranks it again. And then you can hear the sound from all around you. And then you see all around you on the walls, etc. They're like similar instruments which are smaller, and they are emitting some sort of sound. This is one of my latest innovations, and I call this a broadcast radio. Like
Holy
it,
shit.
right?
Right?
So this can be, this can be used for multiple purposes. I think the primary reason why you might be interested in this is entertainment broadcast. You could perhaps this is limited to audio only currently, but maybe who knows? Maybe we can also have. I think you might remember the letter that I sent you, which has my face on it.
Mhm.
That kind of
Yeah.
thing. I'm hoping we can develop some sort of broadcast instruments using this. I have read about this, that this is possible. I have read about people who have done this before. And one of them was a bard, and I was hoping that he could help me out with this project.
Dude, you and I are going to be such good friends. Holy shit.
What's the
But that's
pay?
not all. No pay. This is a voluntary organization. Your friend wanted to sign up, and this is what his first assignment would be, and this is what I'm showing you. The other thing is, and this is something that I might have to talk to you all in private about. Clicks his fingers and the door's shut. This has far-reaching consequences because this doesn't just do this. This can also be used for emergency broadcasts and also for rapid
Communication.
deployment of soldiers and mercenaries. Imagine if there's a problem in one part of the city. They can call for help. We don't have to monitor that thing anymore. And they can literally just call for help, and other people can be there immediately. Imagine that we don't have to put up notice boards. There could be people who present news verbally to people who can understand it. They don't even need to get up from their seats. They could literally just sit in one place, shove food in their mouths, and watch entertainment the entire day if they must. Obviously, that's not what the primary objective here.
Doesn't sound very
The other
tempting.
thing, and this is partially why you're all here, your friend, I learned, wanted to communicate with his wife. Imagine a two-way instrument, but not like sending stones. Live broadcast, live communication. You can literally just speak into it and it'll transmit. You don't have to wait today. You don't have to spend 300 gold pieces on something. You can just buy one instrument for everything. Of
Oh,
course,
standing stone?
sending stone.
Yeah, sounds like a sending stone, doesn't it?
No, but it's both two-way and also permanently active. It doesn't take like a whole day to recharge.
Hmm.
And also, here's the thing. I'll give you all sort of like a sample of the thing. There's one
Oh,
relay
fuck.
station, and these are all connected to it. It gives you like tiny pebbles, and you can see there's like runes on it. It gives you all a tiny pebble. Now, here's the lovely part of this. You can speak into it, and it'll obviously broadcast to everyone. But you can also do this. Tunes into something, and then speaks to it, and void only you hear this. Can you hear me?
Yes. It's creepy.
You can specifically choose who you want to send the message to, and they only have to have one of these. It doesn't matter if you don't have a pair or something. It's not linked to each other. It is all connected to one relay station.
Is the relay
Cool,
station
isn't
being
it?
Will you
monitored?
be listening in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Don't use it for, your sensitive talks or looks at Sorren, any, other stuff.
That's okay. I'll
I
come
don't
right
want to
over
listen
for
to
the
it.
other stuff.
This is mostly for emergency broadcast, and it's also to monitor what goes on in the city in terms of policing. So we do want to listen in, so that if the soldier is in distress, we want to listen in. Don't talk about random shit. Use it only for emergencies. I just want to give you one glimpse into it. And you, if you want in, you can be in, and this would be your first project.
Yeah, fuck it. I mean, I actually have a an add-on to this. Not really an add-on, but more like a. Okay, so you say everything like knowledge, information is your whole shtick, right? That's what you do. That's the vibe. That's everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When we first got here through the portal, we were ambushed. It's almost like they were waiting for us. Do you know who ambushed us?
I've heard of this, and I've heard of theories about it. Unfortunately, none of the leads have panned out very well. I'll tell you one thing more though. I know who rescued you,
Mhm.
and that's a good person. I can't tell you exactly who, but that's a good person.
Can you tell us
Unfortunately, that
why you
person
can't tell us? Are they undercover or?
Yeah, they're undercover. They're extremely deeply undercover.
It was Endath.
Undercover where?
Did you
Would-
say this out loud? It was in depth.
No, no, I'm
How would
white.
he know?
Like, I don't know. I would,
Okay.
Endath came
I'm
with
just
us. He
fucking
was
with
also
you. This
ambushed,
is
right?
clear.
Too
This is
bad.
clear.
Too bad. He would have given you an update about Indath. But yeah.
Oh shit! Okay, I don't know. Anyways, Void doesn't know.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
wouldn't have said anything.
Okay, so when we got here and we were ambushed, they stole all of our magical items, right?
Oh yeah.
One of the
I
magical
know.
items I had on me was a device that lets you capture a moment in time. So, for example, all of us standing here, I could pull out the device and it would make a painting of sorts of all of us in an instant.
Oh.
And
That's cool.
I had like maybe 5 pieces of paper left and enough ink for another 10 pictures.
Uh-huh.
And since you're an inventor, since you do this shit,
here anyway.
what do you mean?
How much can I tell you?
I mean, I do
you might
know.
have heard the words, the weave here is different.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Yep.
Basically it.
You have no
So,
idea
you know
how much of
how-
a pain in the ass it's been to not be at full
Elvis-
strength as what I was back there. Even now.
Elvis just looks at Jamil and says, "Magic here is different. I feel it every day."
Yeah, it's definitely different from where you are. So for us, it works like, particles. It works like liquid. It works like having a glass of water, and you can do whatever that you want with it, and it runs out. Imagine our surprise when we learned that in other worlds, it works as a fabric, and it works as how much the fabric is being stretched, how much the amplitude is. It has been very interesting learning about it.
It's different, yet it's similar how we are able to in tune with it.
I don't like how much you know about Pharaoh.
I've spent a long time researching this and trying to understand more about it, and I've in that process learned
I-
some new abilities.
If you
As you
want, we
saw-
can recruit you into researching more about it, Elvis.
I would like that. Also, as you saw earlier, me getting into the Atlantic was one of the abilities that I've learned after coming here, which I
Yeah, that's
wasn't able
cool.
to do earlier. Which I still don't fully understand how I'm able to do that. And I don't know anyone who can explain it to me other than someone. And that's still a mystery to me. This entire world and the way the magic
I'll
works.
tell you this. From what I have on records about you, you are in good hands. Whichever deity is protecting you, I wouldn't say that their intentions are malicious. So you can rest assured that you're on a good path. Your path towards healing.
I feel that myself. I feel that they are more concerned about me being more self-preservative. About me not jumping in front of danger as I normally do. I feel that in the last
Interesting.
few interactions I had with the said fiend that you so graciously took out for us. Thank you for that again.
Part of the job.
Even more, I would like to take up on the offer of being able to research more on it because it baffles my mind how different it is, but still somehow it doesn't feel different. Somehow it feels that it has been the same ever since we came here. Sometimes it feels like it's different for me than it is for my friend Sorren over here. Because the reason for me not being able to do the things that I used to over there is quite clear. Because I can't be in touch with my lord here. That's but for
I'll be
him,
honest.
the magic was the same.
From what I've understood, there's a significant amount of overlap there as well.
Yep, I can see that the deities here as well have blocked themselves from this world.
Coming over to Mr. You'd like to be called Void, right?
Yes.
Mr.
You would like
Void.
to be called void. Oh my.
Or the Void. I can never tell. It's okay. I have something that you might have significant stakes in for you if you choose to join us. And I know that you're a very lone wolf kind of person, but I hope that your time with your party members has changed that a bit. I know that you don't trust people well, proof being the sword that you have in your chambers. But I hope that not trust perhaps, but some sort of a reliance and a mutually beneficial relationship can be formed between us and you. We know a lot more about people who are involved in a certain incident. And you would be pleased to know that we have also made a lot of progress in those, in seeking justice for certain people. But certain things are beyond us because of the political nature of our organization. We cannot reach behind enemy lines and we cannot reach behind bureaucratic tape. You and your party, if you choose to join us, could invest in people and resources which would help us further the cause of establishing an independent menagerie coast. It's still independent, but more than how much of a turmoil it suffers because of the friction between two great nations around it.
Well, if that's who you're thinking about is the same person I'm thinking about, perhaps we can meet in the middle. Maybe I can be your freelance contractor. That way you don't have to be beholden to anything about me. If I die, you don't know me.
No cloaks, no documents, but the same recruitment process and the same fees. How about that? We never ask
Sounds
people to
good.
carry around IDs anyway. But yeah, accessing the library will require an ID. That's not something I can negotiate for you. That's Mr. Kaplan. All right.
Maybe I still get to have free agency over my autonomy. You don't get to control who I work for or what I do after our contract is done. But until then, I can work with you if
This
the
is
stakes
not
are
a
the
this is
same.
not a cult, Mr. Void. We can't control who you work for or what you do after working for us anyway. It's not. We're not a cult.
Oh, speaking
Our
of
I
cults,
understand, but it's my
the only thing that will require of you is an NDA,
oh,
non-disclosure for any information that you learn when you're within the library. Just practice caution. A lot of information that you can learn from here is not for common people. It can be dangerous. That's all.
Elvis,
I
Elvis
understand
interjects.
as long as okay.
As long as, sorry.
Elvis was saying something.
You finish your thought, I'll go after that.
Elvis
Okay.
has a habit of like just बीच में उचकने का. हाँ, you continue.
That's actually what I wanted. I wanted to interrupt them, but okay, you finish your thought.
Okay.
Nice. That was in
Anyways,
character,
okay,
not out of character.
Okay, then fine. Yeah, you're being interrupted. Continue. What were you saying? Elvis, go on.
Yeah, Elvis
Go
will
on.
interject just, as soon as Jamil says cult. Speaking of cult, there's a cult, quote unquote, recruiting people over here.
That's what
Really
cults do, but yeah.
Well, so some of my party members had the bright idea of trying to go as a double agent into the said cult to find more information.
Hmm. If you must, honestly, I can't stop you, but waste of talent.
I look back at Sorren and Void and just give them the side eye after Jamil says that.
I never
If you
said I
want, I
wanted to
do
go
have
undercover.
I have a better idea though. Instead of the cult, you could join our let's just say political axis opposite, which the cults that you have encountered here actually work for.
That works.
Mhm.
Maybe you can
Okay.
drop some papers so I can go over the contract that you wish me to sign into.
No contract, just an NDA. I'll get you delivered the NDA later on. It'll be the same for all of you. So yeah.
Sounds good.
Mhm.
I shake hands.
Coming to Mrs. Xavthan, stuff is done. Checks out like this thing on his list. Ashla. Okay. Coming to Zelda. I was not extremely aware of your situation initially. Now I am. And I think we can work together based on your goal, obviously. And we can provide resources for whatever that you need, and you can remain in this party and continue working for them and for us. But we also have a proposition for you. There is, as part of our, responsibility to the city, we also have a school that we run. It has a lot of branches, and I think that is part where most of the, let's just term it like this, the next generation holds the key to our future, and if you want a brighter one, it's better to invest in them. And what we would like for you to do is to inspect the school, see if everything is in order, and if you agree to it, you can take over.
So you want me to become a teacher?
No, of course. You
don't
won't be
think I'm-
teaching the students. We'll just be making sure that the school is safe and the interests of the students are safe, if you understand what I mean. These are not primary school students. These are people, these are the bright and youngest talent that, well, let me just rephrase. The Cobalt Soul recruits people, right? And
Yeah.
a lot of our scientists learn in certain schools. And those schools are often target of different forms of attack. And recently, unfortunately, certain people have made it their mission to not just recruit people from there, but also to cause harm to those students. I don't know of the entire extent of the plot yet, but we would like for you to invest your time and resources along with the party, obviously, during your on hours time. Mitigate the risk, mitigate the attack, if there is one. And yeah, after that, whatever that you do is your business. How about that?
Guess I could look into it.
Sounds fair. All right.
I don't like how everything that you have talked to us so far
Mhm.
kind of sort of seems like it's designed to split us up.
Oh no! I don't intend for you to split you up. I don't intend to split you up. When you're here, you would be working on your individual products, and when you're out there, you would be working as a team to investigate and understand. When you're out there, you'll understand that almost everything that I've assigned, if you don't mind me saying that, is a lot more interconnected. And I would like for you to see. Here's the thing: there's a lot of information that I can't share with you straight up front. But in the course of your actions, if you encounter that information, can't do anything about that, can I?
Okay. That
You
makes
figure
more
out
sense.
that
That makes more
a
sense.
lot of these assignments are more interconnected than you would imagine.
Okay, but also, all of these assignments are completely voluntary.
Yeah.
So
Again,
how do
we're
we
not a
make
cult.
money?
Oh, you will be paid a stipend.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I was like, I mean, I don't mind working for a good cause, but like you got to be able to feed yourself, you know. So
By
We
voluntary,
just
I
got
meant like
50 plat,
literally-
dude.
You
No,
literally
that was-
talked about salaries.
you have a lot of
in the
gold.
first-
no, I know, but that was for a previous job, right? I meant for future jobs.
Whatever the philanthropist. Okay. Save these kids. Save these school kids for money, please.
No, God damn it.
Invent internet for money. Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
I just want to touch back
The
on
second one is
my
true.
thing again. The device that I was talking about. Sure, it might not have worked here,
I'm
but
so sorry. That
there
was
is
funny.
there is no reasoning for something that we could not invent. So you said you created the dome spying software
I
machine
didn't
thing,
create
right?
the dome. I did create. Sorry.
You created the spying machine, right?
Software.
Spying machine?
I wouldn't call it that.
I mean,
And I would request you not call it that either.
potato
It's not
potato,
a
right?
spying machine. Okay, it's
Bro is offending
the
everyone
furthest
today.
I can come to like your direction is you can call it a surveillance machine, but it's authorized, and it's
Yeah.
not like we are not spying inside people's houses, and we are also not punishing them for civil things. You can
Yeah.
lifts his hands up, and like the map comes up again. You can see if you can find people stealing here. We don't fine them for it. We don't hold people accountable based on this. If people get caught, they obviously get their fingers cut off. That is horrible. But still,
Jesus Christ.
we don't use this to penalize civil offenses. We only use this to monitor any violent threats.
Okay, that's fair enough.
The NSA.
Again, my point, what I was trying to say was,
Person of interest. Yeah.
you are a good builder. You can build shit, right? That's your shtick.
Uh-huh.
So potentially we could work together on a second project, which is to create these pictures as well.
Listen, I'm a builder. You can call me Bob, but honestly, that seems like a project
Copyright
that might
infringement.
require a lot more dedication than.
You
I'm
will
willing
see,
to
and I'm sure
provide
you already know that
currently.
I am very dedicated when I need to be.
You
Oh, it's so funny.
yourself, you wanna work on it. If you wanna pair that instrument with this, this device, all for it. But I won't be able to dedicate that much time to it. Is what I'm saying.
It's the first time he said no outright. I like it.
All right, fair.
Leave me alone.
How about, see, here's the thing. I'm not a builder, so I don't know how to even start working on this project, right? However, what if once we're done with the broadcast system, then we can start working on this?
You're
Because I
not a
would rather-
builder. Okay, you know what? I'll just give it to you. Takes out like certain papers. There's like a bunch of copies for it, like 6 copies in total. Gives you all of them. Asks you to hand them out. Why do you get your copy of the NDA? You can sign it, or you can read it and sign it later on. That's fine.
I'm going
Sign
to
it,
read
and
it.
I'll tell you exactly what. Make me an insight check. Wait, I'll tell you exactly how you do it.
Oh my god. Where's my sheet?
I'm also reading the
Jeez.
This is
NDA.
gonna suck so bad. No! It's 9! I have no
Okay.
idea.
Can I guide
Uh,
him? Because I'm reading this as
sure,
well.
yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, take
What?
guidance.
Guidance?
You can take advantage if both of you are reading. That's fine. Yeah. Guidance
take-
plus advantage. Let's go. What's the
Go
worst
on,
that can
roll
happen?
again.
Okay. Roll again.
Yeah.
And 1d4?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll do it
Roll the
separately.
1d4 twice. No, actually once only. Yeah. Oh, okay.
No, 9 plus. Wait,
1d4?
hold on.
Again 9? The fuck? Bro.
Oh no. 9 was the
Mhm.
better one.
Yeah. Rolled a 4. 3 actually.
I rolled a 4.
Perfect.
I got a
fuck?
10.
Lovely.
10 for NDA.
What are we doing
It's a
inside?
lot of documents.
Where the
And,
fuck are you rolling this? What the fuck? How is
Okay.
it so
I'm
bad?
doing it on.
On
I'm doing
Foundry.
it on Foundry. Relax.
Oh, you found you
You
opened.
guys can
Okay.
see it.
Okay.
It's opened, but it's
Uh,
not loaded. Only the rolls are going. Okay, anyways.
And anyway, it's a lot of documents. It's around 70 pages or so, and you can tell that it is mostly just telling you what you cannot do when you are both in employment of and outside employment of the Cobalt Soul Library. Couple of things stand out to you. Most of the things are standard. Most of the things are you cannot borrow any information either by copying or noting down yourself, or borrowing a book or something from the restricted sections without authorization, and you cannot distribute it. Distribution has a penalty. Giving it to an enemy state is obviously treason, and a bunch of certain stuff. One of them stands out to you, which is like slightly impractical. You're not allowed to talk badly about the Cobalt Soul and their administrative structure
Oh,
in public.
okay.
Like,
What are the
to a
penalties?
reporter or something.
Okay. What are the penalties?
Penalty for leaking information to an enemy state is
That's
being
not
hunted down. And penalty
no
for like
problem.
most of the civil offenses that you can imagine, like for example, like spilling ink on like a book or something, is expulsion.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't mind. I can break most of these. Being hunted down is no big deal. Quickly.
Yeah.
Sure.
At least for void.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
When you
I
can
mean,
be
for
scried upon
voids-
and there's like satellites in the air which can shoot you down in one instance. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, you
worst
saw
case, you're gonna
Baylor
die.
vaporize before your eyes. Yeah, it's no
Worst
problem.
case is you're gonna die. It's
Worst case, you'll die.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. I mean, think about
have the
it.
second character ready anyway.
Yeah, this is
Mhm.
void anyhow. It's not like he's gonna give a shit too much about these kind of rules. But okay, anyhow, most of this seems like unless specifically to some enemy country or whatever, it's all like slap on the wrist. Go away, don't enter the library. Boo hoo. I can just like whatever. That's not gonna matter anyways. At least avoid it seems like. Okay, I'm gonna read it slowly and then take my time to sign it. I'm not gonna sign it right away. Even
Yeah,
if
same.
it seems like I've read it.
Same. I'm gonna wait till Void signs it. Also,
If you're gonna wait till Void signs it, then he is not gonna give you the book that he took out.
oh fuck. Yeah, I can wait to get the book later. It's fine.
Okay, sounds good.
No, this is an NDA. This is not entry into the Cobalt Soul, right? So how do we get into the Cobalt Soul though?
Nope.
So what's the process to get entry into the Cobalt Soul?
You're on a probationary period. You're technically an intern, but like we can let you go for any reasons.
Fair enough.
After 6 months period.
6 months?
Yeah.
Unpaid internship.
That
I mean,
feels
No,
like
stipend
you'll get paid.
internship.
You will pay a stipend. Yeah.
it's not about the money. It's that feels like too much. Come on. Is there a way to fast track it?
Show me progress. Yeah. There's definitely ways to fast track it based upon your performance.
All right, so we're gonna go to this school and we're gonna fight the bad guys. That's the plan, right?
What bad guys?
Isn't that what you said? That people are trying to
What?
take down some people at the school? and we have to-
Yes, but I think you might have missed the primary part of it. First, you will have to investigate if there's a threat. Then you'll have to investigate who is the threat. Then you'll have to investigate who is the threat from and towards. If it is a violent threat, if it is just like a scummy bureaucratic recruitment threat, and then if it is actually a violent threat from an enemy towards our students, then is where you will be authorized to use violence in the name of Cobalt Soul. Otherwise,
such
obviously,
bullshit.
you
Can't you
as
just go in-
mercenaries kill people? No.
What
No,
do you
not
mean
kill them.
bullshit?
No,
That's-
no. What I'm
that's
saying
the
is,
proper way
do we
to
have to
this.
do all of those steps? Can't we just identify the threat, take out the threat, done?
How do you identify without the
How
steps?
would you identify? Yeah.
No, we do the research, right? But we don't have to look into
Robocop.
where they're from, who came, who hired them, who did what. We just take them out.
Skill.
Without knowing who the enemy is, how would you kill them? Like, how do you know where they live? How do you know where they operate, etc.? That's part of the research, isn't it?
All right, fair.
Yeah.
Bro is fucking. Bro knows
And
nothing
obviously,
about war.
it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you manage to fight out these assailants or not. If you manage to, do anything, what you shouldn't do and what you mustn't do is harm directly or indirectly any of the students.
What if the students are
And for the first time, you see his expression change from like a jovial one to extremely sincere. I'm telling you, I'm gonna fuck your shit up. Do not let any harm come to these students, even by mistake, because these are kids and their parents have trusted us.
Okay, let me whatever. These are actual children, like minors.
It's well, they're mostly
fucking
21, 22, but yeah.
Why is
Okay, so they're
Some
adults,
minors.
right? They're adults.
Yeah, they're adults
No,
in college.
What I was trying to figure out is like, could it be possible that one of the students could be, an infiltrator? If it's children, it's probably not them. But if it's adults, it's possible.
Mhm.
Okay, fair.
That's why
can-
that's what we are investigating.
Yeah, I know. Can you, as whatever,
Hi, curator.
give us written?
Hi, curator. Say those words.
You want me to get down on my knees and say it?
I would prefer you not to. I just want you to be comfortable with understanding that this is definitely a hierarchy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
This is,
you're-
like we can debate all day, and I'll entertain everything that you say to me. But something that I won't compromise on is, even if there's an enemy student, even if that student has somehow sold out his entire class,
Mhm.
no harm should come to that.
Okay. We'll do our best. Look, I can't promise anything shit happens, but we will do our level best that we don't hurt the students. That's all I can give
Asking
you.
us to promise. That's literally what he's asking.
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
us to
that's what I'm saying.
promise.
I'm saying, like, obviously you can't control freak accidents, but we are not going to cause them. Or
The
we're going
freak
to do
accident should not involve your wand of fireball, is all I'm saying.
What about my wand of? Never mind.
Oh
No.
no!
That needs to be reserved for someplace where students are not present.
Yeah, so like your quarters then.
Students, man.
Mutters under his breath. Maybe a chambers. Yeah.
Let's go. Anyway, that was not out loud for what it's worth.
I think we should end. So yeah, finish up.
Yeah, I should pray now.
Yeah, just really quick.
It's
Can we get
9:40,
like
what the fuck?
a thing from you in writing, which is like these are, students checking out the new school so that they don't ask us where the fuck we're from and we avoid suspicion, something like that?
Ashla will accompany you. She's literally a card carrying member.
Okay,
No
cool.
one will stop
Do
you.
we get badges or like something as
After
probationary?
your first mission, I'll get you the badges. Yeah.
Fuck yeah! All right, okay.
All right. With that, he shoves you out of his broom. Not all of you, obviously. Most of you go willingly. Sorren is still like
Yes.
yapping about something, I imagine. Sorren, he takes you by the hand and then drags you away from the party.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drag you into a VC and whisper something in your ear. I'm just gonna give you some information. What you do with it is his thing. I'm hoping you won't use it to break up your party, but this is something which I think might be party breaking, and I don't want to, like that thing. This is too much. Elvis' patron and Zelda's dedicated are essentially the same entity. That's not where the complication is. The complication is that Io, your friend who I've recently learned about, is a zealot, and I use the word loosely, obviously, somewhat reasonable zealot, for the person who you were asking about, the fallen angel. And these two entities don't see eye to eye.
Holy shit! Okay. Why are you telling
Okay,
me this?
bye.
I'm the one who can't keep secrets. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's a fun part of it. See you.
Our group.
I used
And
to
with
have
that,
it.
he shoves all
Ashla
of you
will have
out.
As we leave,
Awesome session.
after I was kicked out, I'm just gonna turn to Void and be like, "Guess who got their number?" and just walk away.
The number, okay. We all got the
I just-
man.
You all hear if through the little pebbles you have been given. Literally, all of you have my number.
Fuck her.
And scene.
If
Nice.
if
like
if there's
scene.
anything that you need, let me know. And that's it. So you know that he was not like spying on you or anything. He just like very coincidentally timed that interaction.
Of course. Sure.
No, it's
All right.
surveillance. It's not spying.
Dude, Sorren's entire life view has been turned upside down. Okay.
No shit.
Fate touched is a
gonna
blessing,
keep
not a
turning.
curse. Oh fuck.
It's gonna keep getting turned. Don't worry.
All right. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. I hope it was interesting, even though we had no like combat or anything. I think it was ups and downs at least.
Yeah.
If there was anything that you felt uncomfortable with, please feel free to DM me about it. If you liked something, let me know. We can have more of that. See you around next week. Have
Let's
a
go.
lovely night, lovely weekend.